minutes late. Our internet went down because we live in Somerset, which is basically a big field in the southwest of England. So hopefully that holds for the rest of the stream. We are DieRolling. Well, we are half of DieRolling. Tonight, 3 of our members are missing, otherwise engaged with other antics elsewhere. But we are here, and we tonight are holding a special episode. An episode where our fans today get to join us. In fact, one of them has written a one-shot encounter, which the 3 of us are going to partake in. So thank you very much. Wow. And then a few other of our loyal Dragooni fans will be joining and playing alongside.
You realise that we're breaking the first rule of any sort of performance and leaving ourselves in the hands of our fans.
That's true, but we're not working with animals or children, so that's a positive.
I'm for one super excited. I think it's going to be great.
Right, last week as well, as if the internet problems weren't enough, we couldn't get the intro to play, which was
that was hilarious.
Which was a disaster. So let's cross our fingers and see whether anything's actually going to play.
Pink lemonade?
Mom! Hello.
And we're back.
So, we're trying a few things this evening. So, a break from the Star Engine, our ongoing campaign, whilst our party members go about their other lives.
Not everybody can be encased in grey goo.
That's true. We thought so. Instead of the Star Engine, we are going to be attempting to connect with our fans via Discord. So we're going to see how that works in just a minute. Then there's going to be a brief question and answer session from everyone who's on the chat. So we'll see how that goes, and then we're going to dive into this encounter. Hopefully it's kind of somewhere between an hour and 90 minutes, and then if there's any time left at the end, we will be we might try and raid some streams.
Raid.
But that's we'll see if that's
I'm not sure how raids work.
We're not. We tried a test the other night, and it was a very strange experience.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Don't you worry about that. So no change there then, Stu?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Just slightly more confused than I normally am.
Let's try and connect into our fans. So, I think, is it that one? Is it something like that button?
You want to go up?
That one?
Nope.
No.
You want to go down?
Okay.
Keep going down.
Yeah.
Mouse wheel down. I think we're out of text at the moment. There we are. See it?
Aha, got it. I can't.
Boom. Up.
See, one of the issues we have is
That's the one.
that one there.
That one there.
One of the
Click
issues. I'm going to click it.
Click it. Click it.
Hang on. I'm just going to explain. One of the issues we have is that our monitor and our AV setup that we have to control this is bloody miles away from
Down
us.
at that end of the room.
It's impossible to see anything.
Jack's at that end of the room.
Yeah. So that's a technical problem. Right, let's see if we can connect.
Click it.
Here we go.
Go on. We're in.
Hello, can anyone hear us?
Hello.
Way!
We're in.
Hello.
They're very
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. If we turn it up any louder, we're going to get feedback loops, and it's all going to go to pot.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Who have we got with us today on the Dragooni server?
From the top.
Welcome.
Can
Should we do a roll call?
Yeah, do a quick roll call.
Okay.
Arista, I found you guys randomly through various D&D Twitter folk.
It works, Jack.
Hello, Arista.
Animancer, I'm co-founder of Pandamancer Games. And yeah, you guys messaged me first and I watched it and fell in love. So here we are.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Anna. Who else have we got?
Anthony here. Followed you guys on Twitter. Message you guys. You guys followed me back. You guys were actually my first follower on Twitter. So thank you for that.
Fantastic.
And yeah, I'm here to play some D&D.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I missed the key part there, which was the name. Who was it?
Anthony.
Anthony, you're joining us this evening. Got you. That was the key part of that whole sentence. Right. Who else do we have?
I'm Apotheus, Lord of Chaos.
Hello.
Nice.
Can we call you Apop?
Or APEP.
APAP.
Yeah, APEP is the short.
Got it.
Yes.
Lord of Chaos.
I think I followed you guys on Twitter and then you messaged me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, well, I won't be in this campaign, but maybe the next one.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping by at very least for this beginning session, and I hope you enjoy the adventure. Who else do we have on our roll call?
I'll be at work.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next. My name's Tom. Some of you know me as Fenterman C. Some of you know me as Fenner. I draw maps. You guys messaged me about your podcast. I gave it a watch, and like I say, despite being Southerners, you seem a decent bunch. So carry on watching.
Nice. We've got a map on the wall. Oh, it's over there. Is that a shot?
We do. That's
It's right
Arista's,
there.
actually. Arista's
Oh,
work.
is it? Oh.
Yeah, it is. Hi, thank you for joining us, Fenterman, or Tom, or Fenner. Who else do we have here?
I'm Happerblap.
Was that Happerblap? Hello, Happerblap.
Yeah, hello. I started watching you from when you started the Mines of Fandelver.
Aha.
No way.
Oh, really?
Vintage, that is.
It is a bit vintage. I wasn't there all the time, but I did watch you quite a bit, and then obviously been watching you since.
We were still useless
So,
then as well.
Quite possibly our very oldest surviving fan, Happerblap. We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
In the physical and mental sense.
Yeah.
Predates even die rolling. We didn't even
does,
have
yeah.
any.
That is
names
true.
there.
Yeah, that is true. And Happerblap is actually our very first moderator on the channel as well. So we appreciate that very much, Happerblap. Thank you. Who else is on board tonight or today for some of you?
Loose Wing.
Loose Wing. Hello.
Hello.
Jack messaged me on Twitter and fell in love with the stream.
Fantastic. And you've been there. Have you ever missed an episode, Loose Wing? You're always around.
Not since I think it was the fight with basically
near the eel?
the random. No, it was before the eel. I think it was just when we were getting to the town. I fully was able to watch.
Awesome. About episode 4, entering Callus.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Shambles.
that went well.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Loose Wing, for
You
joining
had a
us.
plan for that one as well.
Have we still got more? I have honestly no idea how many people we have on the server at the moment.
We've
couple
got 3
more.
more, Jack.
Yeah. Keep going.
Hi, I'm Rika, also Yindi,
Hello, Riker.
and I followed you guys due to a post that I think Critical Role made. And I saw that you guys are from the UK, and I could follow your stream for not being up like 4 in the morning. So I followed, and I started loving you, and I watch it every Tuesday.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you, Riker. Again, another one of our loyal dragoonies who's provided some work on the wall behind you. Can we see any of your shots? I've got the art loaded up. We can maybe have a look through some of the art in a little while.
Through.
Yeah. Thank you, Riker. Who's next?
It's me. Hi. I'm Kale, or Chaotic Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I guess I started watching you guys because Jack messaged me on Twitter that I should check it out, and instead of every other possible situation, I would have just been like, oh my god, what does that random dude want from me? I was like, okay, yeah, let's check it out. And here we are.
Well, I'm glad that this random dude made you get involved, because it's been an absolute pleasure having you. And yeah, preemptively, thank you very much for agreeing to guest DM for today's session.
Thank you for letting me do this, I guess. Like I said, I'm quite nervous. I've had a day.
Please don't be.
Don't be
It'll
nervous.
be fine.
You're probably a lot more competent at this than all the rest of us put together. Anybody who's watched us regularly will know that I'm not making that up.
It's amazing to know there are people out there that can actually play D&D. Like, I didn't realise that was a thing. I just thought you sort of said stuff and rolled dice. But
exactly.
Apparently there are rules.
Frankly, we're all still waiting to find somebody who can actually play D&D.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah, this could be our first time of
actually
having to play D&D.
We're going to learn
just
D&D
making
tonight.
shit up
Someone
as
will
we
be
go along.
the Kwisatz Haderach who knows all the rules. Like, he will come.
It's all scripted. Don't worry about it. It's all scripted.
Nice.
And remember that we're more afraid of you than you are of us. Who else do we have?
One more. Faye is not in voice. She's listening.
Okay,
and
hello,
she
Faye.
sent me a little thing to read.
Hello.
Jack followed me on Twitter. I thought he was an automated bot at first. But after looking into it a bit more... DieRolling got me back into D&D and Pathfinder.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
Faye's also one of our...
That's a commentary on online presence, not like on Jack's interpersonal skills or lack thereof.
Right.
This one here was Faye.
Yeah, slightly out of shot, that one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pan up to the wall at some point. My left eye has started twitching insanely, so that's probably stress, isn't it?
Drink some beer.
I think or maybe it's because I'm drunk enough cider.
This is what happens when you're not DMing, you see.
I know, I don't like the amount of control. I like the control.
It's going to be great.
Quickly, just a viewer has just said that the guys might want to put Discord in stream mode. I don't know if you have done so or even know what that is.
Discord in stream mode.
I do not know what that is.
It might help the DieRolling guys.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Don't look at me.
Is that a is that a Discord setting or is that a OBS or Twitch setting?
That's a Discord setting.
I am looking right now.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, in the background, you guys work on that. Thank you.
I'll tell you what. Shall I go just press buttons at random?
No.
Yes, do it.
Always works for me with Photoshop.
Yeah.
Has anybody brought any snacks? I'm interested in snacks. Has anyone got any snacks? We've got snacks.
We have marshmallows. We have grapes.
The best grapes again.
The best grapes,
They
yes.
are bloody tasty.
And we have very strawberry bonbons. They are extremely strawberry.
Ooh.
Lemon drizzle cookie.
Lemon drizzle cookie.
And whatever this chocolate biscuit is. Cookie.
Biscuits.
Chocolate round.
Quickly,
Whatever that is.
if
Very
you
nice.
go to user settings and scroll right down, you'll see something called streamer mode. You click on that and then you activate streamer mode, which is the first option at the top, and that should stop the clicking of camera.
Thank you kindly.
You going for it?
Yeah.
Right. So thank you everyone that's joined us. I'll quickly mention if anyone joining us in the server today is watching our stream alongside, please just make sure you've got that muted so we don't create any crazy effects. So first of all, we're going to start off with a quick Q&A. Ask the Dragoonies. Oh, that definitely is some kind of jingle. I haven't got a jingle prepared.
Ask the Dragoonies. How about that?
That was perfect. Love it. That was exactly what I had in mind. Right, guys. Please take it away. Do we have any questions for myself, Rich, and Stu?
What's your favourite dessert?
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Oh, favourite dessert.
Take it away, Dolan.
At the moment, I'm just all into chocolate raisins. I know it's not a dessert, but if somebody offered me cake or chocolate raisins, I'll take the chocolate raisins, I think.
I think that is pushing it as a dessert.
It is, but I would choose that. I would choose it.
If you put it in a bowl with ice cream on the top, then that would probably count as a dessert.
Yeah.
My favourite, I know what mine is.
Just a minute.
Mine is definitely chocolate cheesecake, thin layer of caramel, and then a tempered chocolate top.
You've actually thought about this.
I've had that one time, and it's the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Cheesecake's the devil. I've just got to say.
I'm quite a traditionalist. I like apple crumble. I'm a big fan of apple crumble, hot apple crumble with ice cream on the top. That is yeah.
Take back. Cheesecake is the greatest.
Yes, thank you. That's correct. Plus
what have you got against cheesecake, Rich?
It's just horrible. That's about it. Not a fan.
Okay.
I've got like a mental block. Whenever I eat it, I just taste cheese. I know it doesn't taste anything like cheese, but I just know that it's got mascarpone. It's just in my head.
It's the hidden horse stuff that you don't like.
Yeah. I've got a weird imagination. Like if I'm driving and I drive through a puddle, my feet feel wet. It's like that. When I eat cheesecake, I just taste cheese. I know that they're completely dry, but they feel wet, and I have a wet sensation.
You considered you might have synesthesia.
I don't know what that is, but maybe I do. I'll Google it later, thank you.
It's funny,
maybe I'll get help.
My brother used to have a Mini. Whenever he drove through a puddle, my feet used to get wet.
There's a hole in the bottom?
Big hole in the passenger seat floor.
Yeah, my car's alright, but I just get wet feet.
Low-key superpowers.
Next question.
So if you guys were going to do a level 20 one-shot, what would you play as?
Should we start
classes
from
would you be?
God level.
God level.
Level 20.
I think I'd have to go Paladin, I think. Because
I was going to say Paladin.
I was going to say, because you would literally be like harnessing the power of gods, probably, as a Paladin. That would be great.
Yeah.
Or Druid. You can harness nature.
I think I'd be tempted to go for what you're doing tonight as a sort of dwarf slayer. I mean, if anybody who knows the Warhammer stuff knows Gotrek and Felix. Gotrek the dwarf slayer in that eventually basically did become a god.
Oh, nice.
He slayed his way. He was on this quest to die a glorious death, and eventually did it by pretty much achieving godhood.
By ascending
into
the heavens.
I think the idea of being a short, angry punk with an axe that can cut through a world is... yeah, I think that's right up there.
Nice.
Was that Dan Abnett? Was it?
Oh, I don't... no, Bill King wrote the earliest ones. Or William King. He wrote the early ones.
And then Nathan Long took over, and he actually wanted to do it, so his books were kind of... They actually got a bit better.
Yeah. Very good.
Controversial. But...
Yeah. Any more questions?
So, what do you find is the hardest part of world building? Do you start, like we talked about this on Discord earlier, but do you start from a single thing and work outwards, or do you look at the entire world from above and work inwards?
I think my end, writing the current campaign, the Star Engine, got to be careful not to give any spoilers here.
I'm listening very carefully.
It's a little bit of both. Anyone who's ever written or world built before, I think it's quite hard to just sit down and say, right, I'm just going to work bottom up, or I'm just going to work top down. You might start with some kind of little seed of an idea, and it builds from there and it builds from there. And then the way my mind works is you'll just have some totally unaffiliated idea, like, oh, that would be fun to do. And then something else pops in your head, like, oh, yeah, that would be a good environment or a good character. And I think it's really this random selection of non-connected nodes that just start popping and firing different synapses at different points. And then you kind of, it just slowly weaves itself together. So there's segments of the world that are built from the top, there's segments of the world that are built from the bottom, and it just kind of ends up in this nice little mesh where things just fit together.
In the world we're playing in at the moment, one of the principal guiding things is that magic is outlawed. Was that something that you came up with early on as an overriding theme, or was that something that just dropped in while you were working on it?
So we're yet to explore the reasons why magic is outlawed. Whether that may occur, you may find that out at some point, and I think that will answer that question for you.
Nearly had it. Nearly got.
Well, the try, Stu.
Nearly got into Rubik. I'm still trying to figure out what the name means. Star Engine.
I think the hardest thing as a DM is the people that you play with are the people that you talk to all the time, and not being able to tell them what is in your head about the game because you want it to be a surprise and to be engaging is the hardest thing as a DM. There needs to be a DM's Anonymous. DMs can get together and talk about
I concur completely.
If I was a DM, I couldn't.
To the world.
I can't keep secrets.
I love the idea of that. Actually, a load of DMs all sat around in a virtual room, all saying, "I just want to tell somebody that it's all based around a great big mountain."
We could do it right here in the Discord. We could set up a little.
You're not getting it out. You're not getting it.
You can talk amongst each other. Talk about your world.
We're gonna have to get him very drunk.
Yeah. Well, I would say that I've had probably maybe 4 or 5 of the people on this server and other Dragoonies who aren't with us here today private message me at various times asking me for little snippets like why did you do this or what's going to happen here, and I have to keep saying I'm sorry. I can't tell you yet.
That's Josh, wasn't it?
I have 150 aliases on Twitter.
Anna, you're always after snippets of information.
I am very nosy. I have a question on behalf of Faye.
Please.
How was your day?
Thank you, Faye. How was your day?
It was a rush. You know, it's getting towards the end of the month, and we've got commitments to meet with problems to overcome. But I think we overcome them. But our deadline is tight, so we might make it by the end of the week and meet our targets. Who knows? But it's been all right. Thank you very much.
How's yours, Rick? How's yours, Stu?
Yeah, fairly average day for me. Run some errands and sat in my shed. I'm at the moment. I'm trying to do a bit of a relaunch on my blog. So I've been contacting people for things to review and frantically writing blog posts just to try and get a little bit ahead of the game, because I am notoriously slow at doing things, and I'm trying to get a good couple of weeks ahead of myself so that when I go live with some of the new content next Sunday, everybody, new content going live.
Have you got a name for your blog where we can find it?
SublimeBrushwork.blogspot.com.
Blogspot.com.
Yeah, so hopefully
Very exciting.
I'll have some actual stuff to be able to put up when I say I'm going to.
You're just committed now on the internet.
Yeah,
so
I have.
Stuff on Sunday, so you've got to meet that target.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So that was my day.
Very good. Mine pretty much was just thinking about this evening, as it's the evening for us here. I know for many of you it's the morning still. Thinking about this evening and just concentrating on that really and trying to get through the workday.
I've been enjoying it. I like the idea of everybody panicking. I'm just like chilling. I've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Everyone's been stressing out.
I was ready 11 and a half hours ago, man.
That's true. Yeah. Anthony messaged me. Yeah, first thing for my morning. So first thing this morning, saying we go live in half an hour, right? I said no.
Oh man.
Actually,
I'm gonna go quietly cry in the corner and think about how I can get that 3 hours back.
Actually, that I'd like to know. Where is everybody? We're in the heart of darkest Somerset on the southwest coast of England, but you know, everybody else chip in. Where are you all hailing from, and what time is it where you are?
California.
Hey.
California.
12 p.m.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Next.
Alabama.
What time is it
Faye
there?
says here it's 2 p.m. and Faye says to say here.
I think we've got a few of you from the States. I think we've got Riker, you're from Germany, right? And so is Chaotic Awesome. We've got some other Englishmen and women,
including a northerner.
We've got a northerner. Yeah.
Not entirely comfortable with that.
Seeing you guys.
APEP has to go.
Oh, see you later.
Yeah. Thank you, Apex.
Thank you for joining us.
See you soon.
Bye. Oh.
Bye.
Peace. He's gone.
Later, APAP.
Cool. So let's just so we got time for maybe a couple more questions, and then I want to get started on this one shot. So any last questions from anybody?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
What was the worst thing that happened to your D&D character yet?
In the current campaign?
Any campaign.
I don't know. I think I've got away without serious incident. Even in the previous campaign, I don't think Grim, who was my character then, I don't think he had any. I don't think I even had a death.
I think I can answer what your worst moment was. It was approaching Callous Gates.
Oh yes, yeah, yes. When I realised that my thinking of I'll just walk up to the guard and say, "Hi, do you mind if we come in?" was not going to happen at all.
Yes, when you realised your 4 teammates were of questionable decision-making ability.
And actually, it was that point that has set the standard.
Yes.
For our interactions with NPCs and basically everything since then.
It is. Shame my light isn't on.
Do you want to turn it on for you?
Stu will get that while you answer your worst moment.
I think
just a fraction, Stu. Yeah.
Zolan's had many worse moments, to be honest. I think just being in a party with these buffoons really pains him. He hasn't really had that much combat.
It's a dial at the back.
It's a twist.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, he hasn't had much combat. It's just living with...
That's better. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, much better. Not as dark.
With this crazy party,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah.
I'm going to take that opportunity to go for a quick comfort break.
Oh, nice.
I'm away.
So it's about that, really. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for friends and family, but he's not sure if he's found it yet. Not sure yet.
My worst as an NPC, I'm just thinking back through all the NPCs we played, was actually in Lost Mines of Fandelver, which we did prior to this one. And it was when the group of you captured a poor little goblin.
Oh, on the road.
Named Droop.
Yeah.
And you were worried about him escaping, so you forced him into a very confined lockbox.
Yeah.
And just sat on him and just left him there.
Didn't we run him over?
And then eventually scalped and ran him over.
Yeah, we put him in the cart, and then we threw him off the back of the cart, turned around, and then run him over.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Poor guy. What about making that were-rat, who wasn't a were-rat, drink the ink?
Yes, that was
we
bad.
were trying to prove that he was of worth.
Oh, and also
not evil.
Also, when Josh, who plays Claro in the current campaign, one of his very first actions was to knock unconscious small child.
I wasn't playing at that point.
Yeah.
I heard about that though. Yeah.
Just a harmless small child.
That was Rem the Rogue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, not only...
He
actually used the flat of his sword as well. It wasn't just a slap that went wrong. It could have been lethal.
It could have been. Yeah.
Could have been lethal.
Okay, let's go for one. Who's got a final question for us then?
I've got one from APAP. Are you going to do something like this again in the future?
I think. Well, let's see how this one goes. But hopefully, as long as everything goes well, and the next natural break we have, whereby a few members of the party can't make it, then we could very well do something like this again. Yeah.
I've got a question, sir.
Please,
I've got a question.
Please.
Please, can I have a question?
Yes.
I got a question for Chaotic Awesome. I want to know if you got any sleep last night.
It was not that much. I think it was up until like 3 a.m.
Oh.
And I had to get up at 6 a.m. So it was about 3 hours of not really good sleep, which means I'm running on 1.5 liters of cherry Coke right now.
That's a good start. That'll hopefully get you through it.
Yeah, it will be fine.
Caffeine and sugar, my favourite combination.
That's right.
Right, I think if any...
This woman's coffee.
Sorry, go on. We're good. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll say thank you very much to everyone who's joined us on the server and is leaving us, not leaving us, hopefully you'll stick around to watch the stream on Twitch, but we're going to leave some of you from voice chat now, I believe. So thank you to everyone, Epap and Arista and Fentiman and Loosewing and Riker and Faye. Thank you for joining us in this chat. And
thank you.
We will transition over to our second
smoothly,
room.
seamlessly.
It'll be seamless.
It will be seamless, yeah. Bye-bye.
It will be seamless. So thank you very much to those of you who are leaving us. Thank you.
Thank you. Scroll down,
Thanks,
Jack.
guys.
Down, left.
Up. Right. That one?
That one at the bottom.
Got it?
You're in. Press that one. We're in.
Hello. So we've moved to another room. Can anyone hear us?
Yeah, everyone's coming in.
Yes.
Our players.
Yes.
Seamless.
That was seamless. Incredible. Right, now theoretically, if I click this thing here, I can just about make out, and then this thing here, I think you might be able to see something. Oh, hang on. Then I have to press this. You might be able to see some kind of thing.
Some kind of thing.
Has that worked? Hopefully.
Yeah,
Is there a thing?
Yeah, it's a really
Oh
small
my
thing.
gosh.
There's a thing.
So we can see.
There we are.
Yeah.
So the stream, they can see the players talking. They know who's talking.
Good.
Unfortunately, DieRolling will be all of us three when we're talking.
Yes.
So I just know it's somebody from DieRolling.
Cool.
They'll know it's us talking because they can see us lips moving on the screen.
You're right, actually. I think you're right. Forgot about that.
Unless, of course, I disguise my face.
Very fair point.
Some grapes. Look how nice these grapes are. Look at them. They're so good. They are brilliant. I'm telling you.
So, Chaotic Awesome, our guest DM, would you like to, I'm going to hand over the Master of Ceremony duties to you.
Done.
Thank you very much.
We need a little fanfare for
And
that.
welcome everyone to another episode of Not DieRolling. We will start our adventure in the beautiful Dragoon City, where it is currently nighttime and very dark. It is stormy and raining. The whole city is kind of bland, actually. It's big because people move there simply to work, not because it's beautiful or anything. And so did you. You guys opened a detective agency, the DnD, the Dragooni Detectives, and you currently are sitting around in your office drinking a bit of whiskey after a long day of work. And here I would want all of you to explain what the other one sees, like introduce yourselves, please.
Go first, Jack.
You see a 6 foot tall, silver scaled dragonborn wearing long navy blue robe tied off with a little rope, kind of keeping to himself in the shadowy part of the room, just a little distanced from some of the rest of the group. The silver scales just catching some of the light a little.
Nice. Go, Stu.
We've got a mouthful of sweetie. You
I'll go then. I reckon there you would see a 4 foot dwarf, heavy set tattoos all over his upper body, not wearing no shirt, just got maybe some gold chains around his arms, around his neck, massive ginger beard, huge ginger beard, and a massive ginger Mohican as well. And he just looked mean, you know, dark eyes, possibly a bit of coal to make them meaner and dark. Blue trousers, and he's probably got 1 foot on the wall and just flipping a light hand axe, just like he's juggling it, 360, up and catching it, and grunting. I'm sure he's grunting in appreciation of some stuff and of disapproval in others. Like that.
Okay. In the corner of the room, where the light doesn't quite reach, is...
Oh, I was a dwarf, sorry.
You dwarf.
Sorry, I'm a dwarf, yeah.
Is a very pale-skinned, almost pure white-skinned drow with dark grey hair. Not that you can tell, because he's, as always, got his hood up over his... drooping down over his eyes, which are jet black. So basically all you can see is a very pale nose and chin. He will be sitting, drinking, probably straight from a bottle.
Nice.
Alone in the corner. If you could see his face, he'd be scowling. Oh yeah, wearing hooded cloak. Good quality but slightly well-worn clothes. Yeah, that's it. Him sat in the corner.
Who's next?
How many corners are occupied at this point?
I'm against the wall. I'm not in a corner, I think.
I probably am.
Okay, just one. All right.
Yeah, I probably am in a corner.
Okay.
I'm definitely in a corner.
So
I'm
in
far
the
away
third
from
corner.
as light as possible.
All right, in the third corner, with her arms crossed, is a tall, pale woman with long, straight black hair in a high ponytail tied with a little black bow. She's wearing dark, spiky, black leather armor with skulls kind of attached as almost patches. And her arms are bound with bright red bandages. And she is glowering darkly in the corner.
Nice.
This seems like a very sociable bunch.
Was that a human, Anna?
Off to the side, in a table, kind of by himself, you see a male human about 5'7". You probably guesstimate by him sitting down. Dark brown hair slicked back with salt and pepper on the sides. He's got a little bit of gray, and then a 5 o'clock shadow, the gray kind of seeping into the sides of his beard. And he has books and scrolls on the table in front of him, just nose deep in these books and these literature. And wearing dark blue garments, and he's got a hooded cloak. Not so, almost looks like a poncho. There's no sleeves. It has a hood, and to his side he has a quarterstaff leaning up against the table. And by his feet you see a partially translucent cat rummaging between his legs, rubbing his legs as he reads.
A translucent cat.
In the middle of the room, in front of everyone, you see a 5'11" half elf, blue piercing eyes, slick back, medium length black hair with a streak of white either side of his head, just above his ears. His chiseled face, almost gaunt in appearance, is covered in a pale skin. He is wearing a long grey leather coat with light grey collar and trimming, held closed by a belt that holsters several pouches. A black shirt peers through the coat, lined with turquoise trimming. 2 small pockets sit above the belt, and the second lot lay underneath the belt, with 2 huge pockets placed either side of them. Thanks.
All right.
Great. Sorry. And whilst he's basically holding a small little kind of notepad, and he's not actually turning the pages, like an incorporeal hand is moving the pages over for him as he's reading it.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you very much. So you're sitting in your office. It is quite a nice office, like we established. It has corners. It also would have had a leather sofa one of you could have sat on.
I was hoping there was going to be a chaise lounge.
You've got shelves full of books and notes from the cases you already solved, your desks, and some candles lighting the whole thing. Right now, you can hear a knock on the door, which is strange because it is getting close to midnight and you really did not expect anyone to turn up at your door right now. As the door opens, you can see a tiny girl, maybe like 6 years old, wearing a long white dress. Her hair is very, very blonde, like also almost white. And she comes in with a very heavy-looking sack in her hand that is quite bloody. And she just walks up to you and places it on the nearest desk she can find. Looks up to you and says, "Mistress, I'd like you to find my teddy bear."
Your what? You want us to find your what?
I have lost my teddy bear. And he is very dear to me, and he is very special, and I want him back.
I point towards the bag, and the incorporeal hand just goes shoots straight over and opens the bag up.
You can see gold spilling out, like minimum 500 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Okay, we'll take it.
We accept.
No questions asked. Just like that, we're taking the job.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah,
I agree. 500 big ones.
Sylvia, my character, stands up and says, "Small child, what can you tell us of this teddy bear?"
He is a white bear, and he is really pretty, and he has a bow, and I saw him last outside by the fairy forest, and I have marked it on this little. Wait, where is the paper? And she searches herself and finds a little like hand-drawn map of the surroundings of the city. It's like the city itself, then the walls around it, and outside there's the fairy forest that you know of is not as nice, sparkly as the name may say. It is quite dangerous, quite magical, and nobody really goes in there if it doesn't have to be.
Ooh.
As she's describing the teddy bear, I wait for her to finish, and then I'll just to kind of play along that she's a young child. I'll ask, "Does this teddy bear have a name?"
Yes, his name is Mr. Teddy.
Mr.
Pretty standard bear.
Teddy.
Name?
Okay.
It's a great name for a teddy. I'm in.
Okay, right, fine. So, you lost your teddy at the Elf Wood. The Fairy Wood,
Yes,
sorry.
I lost him close to the fairy forest, and now he's gone.
Right.
What is your secret, little girl?
Will you help me? I can pay more if I have to.
More gold?
Are you some kind of trickster?
That would be necessary.
Okay, so will you just go on right now? Because I really miss him.
Yes.
I quickly confirm that with our schedule book, and then agree.
Yeah.
There are no appointments for this day midnight, so it should be clear.
So at this moment, my hand's kind of almost turning the girl around and pushing her out the door ever so slightly.
How hard can it be?
Before you do that, can I do something?
Of course. What do you want to do?
I'm going to kneel down and clasp her on the shoulder and just stare into her eyes and say, "You have entrusted Mr. Teddy to our care. My dark patron will see that we fulfill the quest. Do not fear, small child."
Thank you, miss. You are very, very kind.
Oh, it's going to be one of those jobs, isn't it? Okay. Where do we contact you when we found your teddy bear?
place nearby, so if you light the windows, I can see it. So when you come back, then I could come over again.
Okay. Suspicious. I'm sort of leaning back and
No.
playing with my knife.
I will go to sleep now, misters. Very soon, I hope.
And she just turns around and heads towards the door.
Okay. Right, well, it's not the craziest job we've ever had, but okay.
Do you trust this child?
I don't trust anybody. So.
I mean, she's very young. I don't anticipate any sort of foul play from one that young.
Very young and very rich.
But what does a 6-year-old girl know about a detective agency?
What does a 6-year-old girl doing with all that money?
Wouldn't a 6-year-old girl talk to her mother?
Yeah. Something very odd going on here.
Where is this girl's parents actually?
I suppose we could follow her.
I'll follow her if you like. I'm quite happy to do that.
So we're resorting to stalking small children.
Yeah, well, it's nothing new. So...
Yeah, take this sack. Just stuff her in it, why don't you?
I look at the sack with a
Parent
contemptuous look and say, yeah, you and your sack, we all know what happens with that. I will climb out of the window and sidle down the wall so that I can be in the shadows when the girl leaves the building.
Ooh.
Right, you wanna stealth, like not be seen?
Yeah.
What was it? I did not hear anything. Is that right?
So as the little girl's leaving, I will climb out the window and scuttle down the wall and hide in the shadows until she goes past.
So you climb down.
Yeah.
Then
It's not the first time I've done this.
Acrobatics or athletics check.
I'll go for acrobatics.
If you do want to do it stealthily and not be seen, also stealth check.
Okay, so acrobatics is a 15 plus 10.
Oh, bloody hell.
And stealth is 13 plus 7. So that's 25 on my acrobatics and 20 on my stealth.
You are practically a white ninja. You're parkour-like spider climbing down the wall of the 3rd story you're in.
Ah, yes. It's not the first time I've done this. Never take the door if you can take a window.
It's really dark outside. The sky is covered with smoke and no moon or starshine lights the scene. So
I have 120 feet of dark vision, so being in the night is not a problem for me. I will just wait for the girl to come past, and I will follow her at a stealthy distance. I've not waited for any of my companions to agree to this course of action. I've just gone ahead and done it. Yeah, just me.
Oh, he's climbing the wall again.
Let us go to this forest.
Like everyone else does.
I look up from my book and say, "Where is he gone?"
Out.
My name's
and
Ryan,
down.
by the way. Yep.
He's climbing again. Just walk off.
Okay, so you all just leave, or anyone want to do anything before you're leaving your office?
Do we want to go ahead and divvy up that gold?
Oh, nice.
The gold on the table, isn't it?
Yeah, but are we just going to leave it here?
I think we should
The
wait
wall
to,
is obviously climbable.
I think
And
we
so
should
what
wait
if
to
somebody
divvy it
breaks in
out.
and...
We should hide it,
All
wait to
right.
divvy it out until after we complete the job.
Do we have a safe? We might have a safe in our office.
That would be clever. Do we have a safe?
You can make an investigation check to find out what you have. But
I'm rolling. Investigation. I want that dice. This is the dice I want.
You're going to roll the investigation. The dwarf troll slayer is going to roll for investigation.
I will. I'll roll the investigation.
I do have minus
Oh,
one.
guys,
You roll the investigation, please.
That's
Why don't any of us know?
That's a 16 on the die plus 7. That's 23.
Oh, good job you rolled the investigation.
Do
Very
find the safe, and as you open the safe, magically remembering the password for it, you also find 2 healing potions that you stored in there, so nobody could steal them and then forgot about it.
Yay!
Friends, I have concerns about our utility of this.
We are unsure
First.
if even we have one.
Exactly.
Apparently, it doesn't get used all that often.
I feel like we should be using it more. Just personally. And we can put that on the minutes for next time.
Use the safe. I'm happy to forego a health potion. Burly. I need no health potion. So yeah.
I will definitely be keeping one of them because, despite my frame, I am quite fragile.
Nice. How are you looking? Whoa.
Yeah, you. I guess you're the one who found the safe, so you're the one who found the potion, so you're the one to hand it to someone or to keep them. You can place the gold in there and close it again. And if you want nothing more to do, we can leave.
So I take the healing potions, pocket one of them, and set the other one on the counter for anybody to grab, and then I put the gold in the safe and shut it.
Fantastic.
What was that on the table? Was that a healing potion?
Healing potion is on the table.
Yes.
1 bottle.
I would reach down with my silver claw and collect one and tie it to my belt.
Fantastic. Should we wait on... I kind of indicate the window to come back.
No, he's already gone.
Do you ever come back?
I guess
I'll probably catch you up.
Oh, right, no worries.
I think you can probably assume that this sort of thing's happened before, and you know that I'll probably catch you up.
Perfect.
I look a bit unsure of myself at this point. I'm less broody and more just kind of confused. Should we just go to the fairy forest?
I open the door and start to walk out.
Let's go.
Lovely. Before we leave, I'm just going to make sure I pick up, even though we're only hunting for a teddy bear, I don't leave the house without getting tooled the fuck up. So I've got 4 javelins, 2 hand axes, 2-handed battle axe, and probably some other stuff.
Is
in
this like
there.
a montage?
I am just full of them, yeah. Wherever I go. I know we're only looking for a teddy bear, but
Putting the paint on.
just like fighting with anybody I see, so I'm ready. I follow.
I
All
concur, and I pick up my quarterstaff. My cat hops up onto my shoulder, just kind of drapes itself across my neck, and I mark my book and close it, and start to head for the door.
All right. You guys leave, as I said, you're in the 3rd story, so you head down your building and out into this town. You're not actually in like a well-off part of the town, so a few streets on you can see some kind of explosion and a few strange lights maybe, but it's possibly just the tiefling gangs. It's nothing to really worry about. It looks a bit like none of you ever had a TV or does even know what it is, but if you would, it would remind you of maybe a film noir.
Nice.
Perfection.
Nice. I was hoping that was
So-
going to be the case.
You go on down to the main street and onto one of the gates of the town. The whole town is surrounded by a huge wall, and the government of the town has placed a curfew on the town. So you know that there won't be no going in or out of town legally at the moment. There are guards at the door, at the gates, and you know that you somehow will be able to get the guards to let you through. But yeah, you will have to be imaginative.
Oh yeah. Talk your way through a gate. Oh yeah, we're just so good at that sort of thing. I'm glad I'm going somewhere else.
Don't worry, as you can tell, I have very high charisma.
Nice.
As do I. Everyone loves me.
I am not very charismatic at all. I keep to myself and my books.
Who is going to speak with them?
Two guards. There are two guards at the gates that you are going to. One of them seems to be quite asleep, leaning against the wall. A bit out of it. Next to him, the ones of you with dark vision can see a few beer bottles. The other guard is standing there and watching you.
How dark is it? Because I actually do not have dark vision. So am I just kind of stumbling along, listening for the sounds of my friends?
There are street lamps, but it's like there is a lamp in which was once placed a candle, and maybe some of them were lit today and some of them were not.
Aha.
So it is quite dim. You can see where you're going. It's not like completely dark, but you can't see very far.
And how are our detective agency regarded within this area? What do we think the guards would think of us?
They could possibly know of you. They wouldn't exactly know it is you. Like they might have heard of the agency itself and that you've managed to do some kind of nice things. You caught one or two murderers and such stuff, mostly city stuff. I guess you can hear my cat scream at the background. I'm sorry.
Are we aware?
Yeah.
Are we aware of any? Sorry, I can hear a cat. Are we aware of any active cases at the moment which involve town guards?
You just were at this evening celebrating with the whiskey the closing of a case of a missed person that actually turned out to just have run away with their lover. But you solved the case, and they might know about it if you tell them.
How far away are they from us at the moment?
Maybe about 50 feet.
Okay.
Do we have any sort of insignia? Are we known enough to have, or established enough to have some sort of insignia identifying us?
Business cards?
Badges.
You do have a sign at your door of the agency, which is a dragon head, but you do not carry it around or something.
Okay,
We don't have a flag bearer or anything.
No, I meant like maybe like a pin or something.
I gotcha.
Or like some embroidered patch.
We should employ a little boy to run around though, hailing a flag for us.
Enough of this. Let us speak with them.
Okay.
Can I just kind of
I will
fastly walk
I will
over
go
up
along
towards
with-
them?
Sorry, Dad.
the silver dragonborn is going to start to walk slowly and unflustered, walking straight towards the guards as if this isn't a big deal in any way. And anyone, he's not trying to walk away from the group per se, but if anyone goes with him, then they can.
I'll saunter up next to you.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh.
Reservoir dog style.
Mm-hmm.
So the guard that is standing there is an elven woman wearing armor, the city's armor. So you know that she belongs to the guard. She's got her arms crossed, eyeing you a bit up and down, and just is like, "Oh, what do you guys think you do here?"
As she's saying that, my incorporeal hand comes out with a card in between its fingers towards her and says, and I say, "Law Lockwood, Arcane Investigations," and just wave it around in her face like aimlessly so she can't quite see what's on it, and I put it back.
She raises an eyebrow at you.
Yeah, very important business behind this door. Please let us through.
What business would that be?
Something about a teddy.
We are recovering lost items. Misplaced. Yes, possibly a theft.
Nod in the back.
So I do presume that you will be paid very well for recovering that item.
Well, we won't know till we recover it, will we?
Well, you know how it is. I'm not really allowed to let you through this door. You aren't really allowed to get out of here. We both could be lucky, though, if you get out there. Hand me a bit of the profit that will come to you. We both get what we want. Nobody was seen. Nobody knows anything.
By any chance, do I know anything about this particular guard?
You have maybe seen her standing there? You've never talked to her or anything?
So I've never noted anything that I would deem a good piece of information to have up my sleeve about her from her habits in the past. Nothing that her superiors wouldn't want to know.
You're hoping she's cheating on her husband?
Well, I'm hoping that I've seen her, in some way neglecting her business. I'm a very watchful character.
Since I'm standing at the back of the group, would she notice me pull out a copper piece from my pocket and cast Detect Thoughts on her?
I might want you to roll a sleight of hand check, but with advantage.
Okay, I will attempt to cast Detect Thoughts. And give me one moment. And it's actually a wisdom save for the guard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm quite sure you make it. What would be the DC?
The save is 15.
Yeah. You she fails terribly.
You could do these dice, Jack. That'd be nice.
So I'm allowed to see her surface thoughts and what is currently on her mind at this very moment.
She is really fed up with the other drunk guy. She has to keep watch with. She's simply bored. She's kind of glad that something is happening right now, and she wants to get some money out of the whole thing. It's like she doesn't really care, actually.
Enough of this nonsense. Just open the bloody door and I cast Charm Person.
Nice. Oh, there we go.
Nice. What's the grip?
It's Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, give me one moment, please.
Who's standing at the back of the line with me currently?
I think are you by yourself because Mr. Wallcrawler is not returned yet, and the rest of us walked up with the Dragonborn.
Mr. Wallcrawler.
Right. No, I understand that. But I'm kind of standing in the back of the group. I'm wondering who the closest person to me is.
I'm pretty rotund.
I'm probably a little bit further back because I haven't actually said anything yet. I just kind of went up with the group.
The elf guard lady rolled a 16, by the way. I don't know.
Oh, what? Okay.
So I grab Rotund on the shoulder and I pull him in close and whisper in his ear. I say, she seems to just be bored. She doesn't really seem like she cares if we come or go. She's just bored and fed up with her coworker. And I release him.
Oh, was that for me? Oh.
Yeah, I think that was you.
Nice. No, I don't know what to do. Just walk through. She gonna stop us? Look at these javelins. Or this hand axe. And also, I'm pretty stacked as well. Pretty large.
Well, so noticing that he's trying to walk through, I'm going to try and engage her in conversation.
Your friend, the drunk.
What about him?
What would your superiors think if they found out?
It's really laggy. I didn't understand anything right now. I'm sorry.
What? It's my accent, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I guess.
What would your superiors think if they found out about your drunk colleague?
Those drugs. I mean, I think you can guess that yourselves.
And do you think that you would take any blame?
I kind of pipe up from the back. He's right. You probably wouldn't.
Thinks about it. Maybe you could make a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage, question mark? Since
Yeah.
I am piping up from the back?
That's my favourite question.
Okay.
Do we get advantage?
Roland.
Yeah.
What a nice GM.
19.
You can have advantage as well if you want it.
I don't think I need it. Oh no, it's even more than that. 22.
Oh wow.
We're so powerful.
I'm incredibly
Besides-
charismatic. It's literally oozing out of my every being.
6 foot tall silver dragon is doing his best to convince you to get out of the way.
I'm blushing. I find you rather handsome.
His eyes looks at
That is
you,
one
just
unfazed.
shrugs again and steps aside and is like, you might though wanna give me like a little bit of the profit when you come back.
I smile at her. Just walk through.
And she just she gets out of the way and opens the door.
I think
Very good.
on the way through, if providing we pass through, I'm gonna give her one of my gold pieces. But I'm gonna push it into her chest, but I'm a little bit too strong and I almost push her into the wall unfriendly. But I just meant to just give her a gold. It was unintentional, but it must have probably come across unfriendly. Cheers, love.
She looks down at you. She's pretty tall, like for an elf, and she looks down at you, taking the gold piece. It's like, if you come back alive, we will talk about this.
What does she want?
Come on.
Maybe it's more than the gold she's after.
Maybe.
Walking straight through. and out of the city.
As Sylvia passes the drunk guard, she's going to gesture very flamboyantly with her hands and cast prestidigitation to make weird pictures appear on his face for an hour. And then she'll wink and say, something for you to enjoy. And then she'll follow her friends.
Very good.
Meanwhile, what have I managed to discover by following the little girl?
Right. There was something. Make investigation check, please.
Investigation. That is, a 6. Oh, with no modifier, so that is just 6.
Okay. You followed her like 1 or 2 houses on. She opened one of the doors and you saw light going on in the first store. You think that might be where she is now. It seems to actually be like a house where she resides.
Right. Okay, so, and it's a house, not a shop or anything different. Just a house.
It's just a house.
Right. Okay, so I will head towards the city gate. I suppose I'm about 5 minutes behind my friends. I'll catch them up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not running. I don't think. I think we're just walking at normal pace.
Strutting.
Yeah. So I think it's like as they are passing through and they are almost through the gate, you just come up and see them there, and if you run, then the guard also will know. Oh god, there's another.
Follow up behind. As I walk past the sleepy drunk guard, I'll just look at him and say, "What's wrong with his face?" And then carry on through.
The other guard looks at you. I drew a dig at him.
Onwards.
I was bored. Please follow your friends. I have to relock the door.
This seems all too familiar.
Keep your wits about you. I do not trust this girl.
Oh, the little girl, she just went in a house a couple of streets down. Yeah, nothing overly suspicious, I suppose.
I agree with Silver Lining over there. I'm not too sure about him. Her even.
It.
My name is...
Oh, excuse me?
Okay.
Could you repeat that, please?
Fantastic.
And how do you spell that?
I'm gonna call you
exactly
Shiny.
as it sounds. Do you have a nickname?
You broke up when you were saying it, so not only did I, from what I guess, I wouldn't have understood what you said anyway, but I didn't understand you anyway.
It's literally gibberish.
That's what you said.
I can't even understand it, and I'm in the room with him.
I'm sorry, clock?
It's spelt TOKL dot KAT.
Tocklecat.
Dot KAT.
Okay.
My character's name is Rhyme.
Oh yeah, forgot about characters' names. This dwarf over here is called Dwar Grummin. I needed a strong name as a dwarf.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, I will not pronounce it.
Yes. Need a powerful name.
Nope.
Dwar Grummin.
All right, you guys.
My character is Law Lockwood.
Law Lockwood.
I'm Sylvia Greystone.
And I am Isaac.
Fantastic.
Very well. As you made it outside of the city. It doesn't take you too long to get to the beginning of the fairy forest, which is also about the point that the girl marked on her hand-drawn map. It must be around here where she last saw the teddy bear.
The cat.
I heard it. Oh, wait, no.
Okay,
that was my familiar.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
So who's the best? Who would be best for looking for tracks or signs of berryness?
It's quite dark out here, though, right? Because there aren't going to be street lamps.
It's quite dark, yeah.
I have fabulous eyesight.
Sylvia is going to raise her hands over her head and say, "Accursed knowledge from the depths of the pit. Spread your diseased radiance and corrupt this mortal plane. Insanity's gleam." And she casts.
What happens?
On what? I think you have to cast light on something.
She casts light on one of her skulls on her shoulder.
All right, so you do now have a glowing skull in your hand or on your shoulder. That sheds quite nice light, so everyone standing around you can see what they're doing. You can see where you're walking.
I can now not look in your direction. my oversensitive eyes mean that drow eyes mean that to me you are just a big bright blur.
Are you getting a sunburn at midnight?
Yeah, I'm like, oh great.
Oh no.
My character is just like a mirror.
Yeah. Terrific. I can't look at you either. I'm just gonna stare at the ground, looking round, seeing if I can find anything, any tracks, any markings.
Right, for tracks or markings, make a survival check, please.
Survive. Oh dear. That's 7 plus 4, 11.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, you do not see any tracks or something that would be like strange to you. There are footprints and such, but it's a path.
There's got to be something around here to give us some idea of where this bear went. I mean,
do any of us know what teddy bear tracks look like?
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm assuming we're not looking for teddy bear tracks. We're looking for tracks of somebody who would have stolen a teddy bear. I'm not going under the assumption that this little toy got up and wandered off by itself.
Oh, Sylvia, yeah, of course not. That would be ridiculous.
Wouldn't it, though? I mean,
stranger things have happened.
Yes, of course.
I just look at Sylvia and just kind of with a look of really.
As you all are standing there in the middle of a meadow, actually, on the path surrounding a glowy goth with a glowing skull.
Yes.
Everybody, please make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh dear Lord.
Not very good.
Oh boy.
Sylvia got an 11.
9 for.
Yes, Rhyme, even with his +7 modifier, managed to get 9. So, not good.
14!
With my plus. I rolled a 3 plus 4 is
7.
Great.
Okay, so I can see Lore is the one who
also
scored the highest and also the only one who scored over 15. You, from the corner of your eye somewhat, and as the mental image of a teddy bear running away on itself comes to your mind, you think that to the right, where one of the paths leading into the forest leads, you see something little and white, standing there and then disappearing along the way.
Egad, silver lining, save me, and I run behind.
Okay.
Protect us, Shiny.
Can I see where this little vision has gone?
I don't think you saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
No.
What is
On
it?
the north side.
As I hide behind, I'm not even pronouncing your name. I'm sorry, Jack.
It's the same
We've
every
defaulted
time.
to calling him Shiny.
Tickety tock. I'll go around and I just point over towards the direction that I saw the figure. Over there, a small white figure.
I'll look in that
Protect me.
direction, and now that I'm focused in that direction, can I see anything? Oh dear Lord, that's a 1. While looking in that direction, I tripped over my own feet.
You're just blinded, aren't you?
Yeah, blinded by
Yeah,
the reflections off of your skin.
Yeah.
He's like a disco ball with the light spell.
I've got a walking disco ball, and my night vision has gone to shit.
So I'm just going to walk in the direction.
This is how we do our work party.
So I'm going to walk in the direction that Isaac was. Sorry, that was Law, wasn't it? Not Isaac. Law. I'm going to walk in the direction that Law was pointing, and start to head in that direction. I'm not running. I'm just walking purposefully in that direction with my quarterstaff drawn.
I'm following with my hand over my eyes in a sort of cap peak type fashion, looking at the ground, trying to see where I'm going. Turn on that bloody light, I might be able to see where I'm going.
Right. Are you all following
Yeah.
in this direction? So the one of you who leads would have to make me another survival check.
That'll be
Close. Yeah, I think I'm probably in the lead.
Good effort.
So 12. Hello, have we got you still?
My sound just cut out for like a really long time, but now you're back.
No
Did
problem.
not hear anything. I'm so sorry.
Uh,
I guess I just have to. I didn't get what you rolled. So
12. Rolled a 12.
All right. As you follow in that direction, you do not find like steps or anything, but you do find something that looks like stuffing of a plush animal.
This is going great.
What a sin.
I feel really good about this.
Is there any blood on it or
teddy bears
you
don't
see
bleed.
that stuffing, and it seems like it is all few 30 feet or something. It's like a little track that you could follow.
Right.
Okay.
It's leaving us a trail to follow.
So Sylvia is just gonna yell, "Mr. Teddy!"
There is no answer.
Darn, that never works.
Dwarf, take the lead.
I can take the lead. I'll move to the front if I've got space. On the single track, I'm quite round, so
I'll follow on directly behind him so that all the light is behind me. At least then I'll be able to see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You know, it's probably helping those who need to be able to see in the
One
dark.
or the other of us has to be blind. I'm sorry.
We've got two other magic users, or two. Who's holding a staff?
So my cat's still draped across my neck. I walk up to, or whatever. put my hand on his shoulder and said, "Let me send my cat up ahead." So I send my cat, whose name is Lemieux, by the way. He goes down to the ground, and I send him on ahead. And I am now looking through his eyes and ears. I cannot hear the party, or see them. All my senses are with Lemieux at the moment.
Right. You sent him along that path, and it's for your cat like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes a walk until he comes to an old house that is there in the forest. Some gargoyle-like statues at the front of it. It's like too tall and too slim to actually look like it could stand the way it does. But it is there. It is completely dark inside. Nothing to be seen there. And it is the thing that pops up next if you follow the lead of the plush stuffing.
As I'm seeing all this, I can still talk, but I can't hear or see any of the other party. I relay this information to the rest of them. It's in a very spooky house.
Typical. I'm still holding on to Tuckle cat tickle his tail.
TikTok.
Is my cat's investigation of the place done? Can I bring him back?
Yeah, that's about all it will see without going on further.
Okay.
Sylvia wants to cast Prestidigitation to put little cat whiskers on Isaac while he's
And with that, I bamf Lemieux back to my shoulder, and remove my hand from Shiny, and I do not notice the whiskers offhand.
And I have sworn the others to secrecy. Nobody tell him.
Nonchalant.
This is going to be great.
Right, so I'm going to, muttering, "Oh good, another haunted house," march off towards the direction where the cat has just come from. I'm not bothering to wait to see if anybody else follows me or keeps up with me. I'm just going.
I will follow.
I'm standing behind Shiny, and I'm just kind of pointing, and I'm just kind of guiding him in the general direction that I sent Lemieux in.
I have no choice. So I'm just literally gripped onto Uncle Toe's tail right now.
Twinkle Toes. I'll follow.
In the front.
And as to the fence where the gargoyle figures are standing, one of them starts to move, and it hops down and cuts off the way further to the house, and it looks at you. If you want to pass, you have to answer 3 riddles.
Okay. I hate riddles.
One more time, DM.
The connection died. So the gargoyle hops down and looks at you and says, "If you want to pass, you have to answer 3 riddles."
Another riddle.
Sylvia laughs. Says, "You cannot stump me, small creature. Ask your questions." And then she blushes for messing up the cool speech.
The first question: what kind of room has no doors and no windows.
Oh.
There's no doors but no windows.
A chat room.
Technically, he's not wrong.
I don't say that.
Sylvia's gonna whisper, I think it's an egg, you guys. Egg. She looks very confident.
Egg.
I was thinking your mind.
The gargoyle stands there and looks at you. quite overwhelmed with the wrongness of your answers.
Out of character for a second. Can we just blast this thing and get through?
No. And riddles.
And
it's totally.
And he's like, I don't know what that talking room is you're talking about, but let's just go on with the second question. You can't keep this until you have given it. What is
I know this one. No. It's a secret.
It is a secret, yes.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
I concur.
This is very true. You might have a brain after all. The last question. The last question. What word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Oh, short.
Short.
Holy shit, you guys. It took me like ages.
Okay, but I couldn't figure out the door one, so I needed to redeem myself.
To be fair, I didn't understand any of these. I'm horrible at riddles.
I'm with you, actually.
You're a very angry, troll-slaying dwarf.
Riddles aren't really your thing, are they?
Even out of character.
Go figure. +4 to intelligence. I don't know shit.
Whilst these riddles are being asked, I'm writing them down in my little notebook.
It's so good to have a
Can we pass? Can we get past now? 2 out of 3? You know?
The gargoyle looks at you and is like, you are strange creatures. You did not answer the easiest one, but the hardest in seconds. So I think I will let you pass for now. And it hops up on the little pedestal again, where it was standing on, and just freezes again and looks like a gargoyle.
I'm with you. I think we should have just killed it. Okay.
Saved us the embarrassment of not getting the first one.
We'll figure it out. Laura wrote them down.
All right, you wanna head on to the house?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going stealthily. I'm going really, really stealthy. I'm sort of sidling up the path up to the front door. Really, really like total ninja stuff.
Do me a stealth check again, please.
Oh, yes. I've got this. Ooh, yeah. That's 23.
You are in your ninja mode again.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Question.
Yes.
If I check the door and it's locked, would it be possible for me to, say, blink through it?
You can check the door, and it won't be necessary, because as you approach the door, it just swings open.
Ooh.
Excellent. Don't have to waste a 3rd level spell slot.
Watch out
This
for
is
these
going great.
tricksters.
I'm still stealthed up against the wall here. It's almost
Do you
quite
answer?
comedic in the fact that I'm doing everything I can, even when I don't need to keep out of sight.
Also, your friend is glowing from the shoulder
Yeah.
very brightly.
Stealth is of no consequence to this group.
Still, I am doing everything I can to remain out of sight at all times.
And we respect your decision.
Mushroom! That's the riddle answer!
You did just ask the all-knowing god of Google, did you?
Did you just
What?
cheat?
Yeah.
I point to Jack's character and go, is that his name?
Oh, no fair. You asked the gargoyle?
Google, the god of information. Right.
A lot of information, yes.
So we're going into the house?
Do you enter the house?
Yes.
I will
All right.
enter. I will stealthily go in through the door and immediately put myself up against the wall within the room.
Just
Okay.
before we go in, I'm gonna take account of like the size of the house and how many windows there are to get an indication of how many rooms there might be.
An investigation check.
Ooh.
19.
Okay. It is a high house, but really, really slim. You would say that it's like one room each, but stacked.
And
It's maybe 3 rooms stacked onto each other.
Okay.
Like a tower.
Wow. Yeah.
And as you enter, you see the first room is completely empty, but a few spider webs maybe, and one really steep wooden ladder that leads up into the next door.
I'd like to send Lemieux up the ladder into the next room to kind of get a gander at what is in the room above us.
What Lemieux sees there is a girl's room, or like a children's room filled with toys, with porcelain dolls, a bed with some like a princess bed, 4-poster bed, that's what it's called.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
My hand's back on Shiny's shoulder, and as soon as Lemieux sees the porcelain doll, you just hear, "Ah!"
What is it?
I can't hear you.
He said, what is it? Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, yeah, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I thought that was in character.
I can't hear you I can't hear you while I have my vision and hearing through Lemieux.
I gotcha. I
The
just
only
thought
thing I could
Discord
do
was
is-
being bad.
I can.
Helping.
Yeah, so while I'm looking through the eyes of Lemieux, I also have hearing. Therefore, I cannot see or hear in my physical form.
Got it. Okay. So you just squawk, and we're all just kind of like, well, that's not good.
Right.
I'll start heading towards the stairs. I'll go and have a peek. I'll draw a hand axe and start to ascend slowly.
So I bamf Lemieux back, and I turned to the party, and I kind of whispered loud enough to where everybody can hear, and said, "There's porcelain dolls up there."
Oh, the horror. I'll draw my short bow and prepare an arrow that I'm pointing up to the top of the stairs, just in case anything
Right.
decides to try and attack the dwarf.
You can see the same bedroom with the 4-poster bed and quite creepy dolls. You also can see now the last stairs leading upwards again. The room you're in is empty, as there are no persons or anything alive in there.
Can I make an investigation check for some more teddy bear fluff?
And while he's investigating the room, I'm going to grasp the piece of leather that holds my book, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Preparation. A roll.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals on myself and try to strike up a conversation with Lemieux.
I just hear your voice telepathically.
Cool. I rolled a 17 investigation. For some
You
fluff.
rolled a 17.
Specifically.
Yes, you can here see fluff lying around and also on the next stairs leading up. It now does actually look a bit bloody.
Mr. Teddy!
I shout up. Is it clear?
Upstairs?
Yeah.
I thought you were being stealthy.
Well, I shout quietly.
Yeah, he's shouting out the side.
Stealth is of zero consequence to us.
Yeah.
I think I'll put away my hand axe and pull out my battle axe and start to climb the stairs.
Gonna need a bigger axe.
Just want to peek over the top. I don't want to fully walk into the next room.
Okay, I'm gonna go up.
Just have a little look in.
I'm gonna go up and go up the first flight of stairs and join him at the bottom of the second flight of stairs. Again, preparing an arrow pointing up into the gap.
Okay, so Wargamin, you're going up.
I'm up. I'm heading up. I'm not afraid of the ghosts or the dark or teddy bears.
Right.
I'm going for it.
As you enter the last room up on the rooftop, what you can see is an almost room-filling, gigantic, white, not really alive-looking dire bear.
Dire bear?
Mr. Teddy?
That is staring at you, blood on his teeth, his mouth open in a roar.
Oh.
He's
Immediately-
not happy to see you.
Immediately, I'm gonna cast Reduce on it.
Are we all there though? I thought it was just the porcupine.
Yeah, that's right. Damn it.
I can.
That is to say, Dwarg Grumman.
Yeah.
Thank you very
It
much.
just took me a moment.
Yeah, I'm going to communicate that we got a daddy bear up here, and I think.
Oh! I have speak with animals, cat.
But on the familiar, didn't you?
Well, I cast it on myself.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I was talking with the cat. Who's a good kitty? You are, yes, you're so fuzzy. But then when you're talking about a bear, I'm like, holy cow, you guys! I'm gonna dash up the stairs.
Did you say a bear? We're after a bloody teddy bear.
Well, then we
I will follow them up.
Looking at this bear, does it have a bow on like our teddy bear?
Is it pretty?
You can see around its neck a pink bow bound around it.
Hey, we found him, you guys. Another case closed. What were you gonna ask, Kate?
I would just wanted to know if your speak with animals has any requirements, like int that it must have, or anything like it.
The text says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion. So he might not be smart, but I should be able to get basic ideas across.
Okay.
So we've all all crowded up into this top floor room by now.
Yes.
And we're all looking at the bear.
I'm still on the staircase.
Right.
I just wanted to say it will get rather cuddly up there if you all try to fit up there with it. It also really does not look happy. It's like not attacking, more like waiting to see what you're doing, but it is not happy with the whole situation.
Well, dwarf, what do you think?
I just say, Mr. Teddy? does he look like he responds to this? Does he like being called Mr. Teddy? That calmed him down a bit.
I'm gonna
like
prepare. I'm gonna prepare reduce and let the animal talker do her thing.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Teddy, we've been looking up and down for you. Thank goodness we found you all right. Does he sound pleased?
He nods a bit.
Fantastic. Why don't you come back with us and we'll bring you back to your little owner girl, who I have second thoughts about now, but I'm not saying that. That was no.
He looks at the stairs, looks at his state, and it's mostly the fact that he simply cannot get down the stairs.
Aww.
Can I do I recognize the fact that he's trying to like look at the stairs and kind of motion that he can't fit down them?
You just
I will translate the impressions I'm getting for everyone. So, he's too big, you guys. He won't fit down this.
In that case, I will delete the spell reduce onto Mr. Teddy.
Okay.
Mr. Teddy.
What does it do? Do you need a save or anything?
Yes, it's a con save of 15.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't make it, so it works. I'm rolling terribly bad tonight.
So he is now the size of a normal teddy bear, and with blood on his teeth and gnarly looking.
Now he sounds like.
How long does your spell last?
For 1 minute.
Okay.
Hurry up.
I'll reach forward and grab the teddy bear.
Great.
Let the animal handler do it.
Okay. Suggest
Trample down the stairs.
Okay, I won't grab the teddy bear. I'll let the person who is really good with animals grab the teddy bear.
So
that is not me.
Well, when I said animal handler, I meant the bear.
Okay. She's a little dubious now because talking is fine, but it's kind of weird looking. But she picks it up and hopefully doesn't.
Tick tock. We have 1 minute.
Okay. Why do you keep saying his name?
No, never mind.
All right, so you grab Mr. Teddy and run down the stairs, I guess? Or...
Yes.
Before everyone passes
it is a
me.
sight to behold, as you see the still glowing goth running down the stairs, carrying a white, bloody bear in her hands.
So fitting.
Holding it at an arm length away because she's quite unsure what she's doing. And just getting outside the front door as it puffs up again at its normal size. And I would like you to make a dex save for me.
Certainly. Oh, great news, you guys. I got a 4.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
You did not see it coming when he gets big again, and you are kind of buried by a bear sitting on you right now.
Fantastic.
Before
I make
everyone
muffled noises.
Before everyone gets too far, I'm going to turn to Dwar.
Dwar Grumman, please.
Did we notice any staircase up to that third floor? Up to the third floor when we were in that room.
That was the third floor, I think.
So that was the top. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
There was an empty bottom floor, a creepy doll second floor, and a bear-filled third.
Got it. Yeah.
On the way back down the stairs, while all this is happening, I'm just going to have a good look around in the top floor room before I leave, See if there's anything.
Don't take too long while I suffocate.
Just
Next turn, concept.
I'm sorry. That was metagaming.
I'm not the one carrying the bear, so I'm not all that concerned with what happens. So I'm gonna see what's in this top floor room. If there's anything of interest.
Up in that room, you can make an investigation check.
Oh, bugger. That's 2 plus 0. So that's 2.
Jeepers.
Oh, jeepers.
There is fur on the ground. Like, if you own a cat, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of fur. It might be spring.
Right. Okay.
So this
nothing
bear is currently
else, really.
squashing Sylvia.
I'll head down the stairs.
She's making muffled noises. Thank you, bear.
I think I'll come down and I'm going to cautiously approach the bear and just try and lift it. You know, like a couch when you're looking for spare change under a sofa cushion. You just try and lift this bear up off of Sylvia. Gently.
This day could not get any stranger.
Gently.
So you try to lift him up? No.
Just
what
the
are
corner.
you trying to do?
I think we might have. Shall we all attempt to lift it?
Please help.
I've got a winter blanket that I'm going to try and slide. I'm just going to say it to you, Dwar.
Yeah.
Slide this underneath.
Slide him underneath between the bear.
I'm going to try and
Sylvia.
Suggest you slide the winter blanket underneath the bear to use as some kind of carrying tool.
He's big now. He's a big bear.
There's 6 of us.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll attempt that. I think, yeah. I'll attempt.
It's gonna be 5.
Yeah.
So the ones who want to make to put a blanket under the bear can make
the reverse
a
tablecloth trick.
What are we doing?
A dex check, please.
Another option is I can always make Sylvia bigger, if she is willing.
That sounds brilliant.
Sylvia is just getting crushed to death under a dire bear. Can she help with the deck save if we go that?
Yeah. Just
Great.
asking, how long
Just tell
does
me.
your talk to animals work?
10 whole minutes.
All right.
Oh
Not going
boy.
to do much talking from underneath, though.
That's about it. Flail.
So who did you need to make a deck saving throw?
The
think
ones of you
everyone-
who wanted to put the blanket under the bear, so I guess everyone.
Let's go. Let me just check I don't have disadvantage to it.
I'll rejoin the group just to see what's going on. Why are you trying to put a blanket under? What are you doing?
Why are you blanketing that bear's
6.
ball?
I also rolled a 6.
I'll turn to Ryan and
I'll-
say,
okay,
I do not understand what's going on
I've
right
got
now.
there
is a teddy bear.
Natural 20.
Bear Ains is involved. I'm very confused.
As you manage to, some better, some worse, get this blanket between Sylvia and the bear, it is kind of annoyed of you twirling around everywhere and just stands up.
Oh, it just stands up. We could have just got the thing. Couldn't we just poke it till it stood
It was the
up?
nat
I mean,
20,
that would have
guys. It
been
was the
easier.
nat 20.
Honestly,
Yeah, I just noticed Loose Wing said in the chat, poke it in the pooper, it will move. Next time.
That always works.
I'm sorry, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. So
Are
next
you
time
all-
it sits on me, I'll have a plan.
Are you all right,
Blue Swing, this is a
Sylvia?
family-friendly channel.
To an extent. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Sylvia, you take like 2 points of damage. Like you were quite out of air, and maybe you will have quite a few bruises the next day.
Great.
Ah, that's one you
Okay,
can tell
I'm
your
gonna-
friends down the pub, isn't it? You got sat on by a giant teddy bear. You can show
I'm
them-
gonna sit
quite
with
the
my
story
head
to
between
tell.
my
You can show
knees
them
for
your
a
teddy
minute
bear
and try to
bruises.
get less lightheaded.
My bruises.
Okay, so we're going to try and encourage this teddy bear to come along with us.
Sylvia, you can talk to animals, yes?
Yes.
Can you, can you bring
Still,
the bear?
still recovering. I will try. Mr. Teddy. Let's go this way now. She's gonna kind of motion and look encouraged. Come on, Mr. Teddy, this way. We're gonna go see your little friend.
As Sylvia's saying that, I would like to cast Disguise Self and disguise myself as the little girl.
Okay.
Clever. That was how you play
The
D&D.
bear.
Do we need to like? Sorry.
No, it's okay. What would you?
I'm just wondering if I'm going to realize that it's not the little girl.
Yeah, you're all kind of standing there. You can see him.
Okay.
Lemieux needs to really quiet down.
I'm so
He's
sorry.
excited. He's not bad. I don't.
I'd just like to ask, I don't suppose anybody has given any thought as to why the bear was in the house and why it's covered in blood? Anybody? No, nobody slightly concerned about the blood?
Yeah, very.
Why do you think I had Sylvia?
Okay.
She's going to glare at you.
I just answer you in my normal voice, and it's very disconcerting because I'm a small little girl. I don't bloody know.
Shut up, or I'll tell your mother.
As you turn into the little girl, the bear, Mr. Teddy, turns around, sees you standing there, is like, and runs over to you and licks with his tongue one way absolutely across your face and is completely happy to see you.
Aww. See, this is great. Let's go back to town.
Let's go home.
Little girl, why don't you lead the nice bear?
We're gonna walk towards the town. Come on, Mr.
Fabulous.
Teddy. And I'm kind of holding on to its fluff and its fur and kind of pulling.
He follows you along completely without turning back. He is where he wants to be. And
then
are you the one leading?
I stop a minute and I kind of go right in front of the teddy, look straight in its eyes, the bear, and I say, "Come on, Mr. Teddy, we don't need to be in this form anymore. Let's go back to where we was."
I am staying at the back, watching the teddy very carefully.
Sylvia is just happy to be alive.
How close are we to the town now?
Yeah, you can go back and reach the town, and as you do reach the gates...
I don't
not
think we
quite
want to
yet,
go into the town with a big bear. I don't know what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
Sure.
You are not quite at the gates when you can see the door opening again and see the little girl running out.
Switch back.
Oh, it's gonna.
As we're running along, before we got to the gate, I wanted to. What I wanted to do was from the back. I wanted to kind of check the bear for any arcana, anything if I recognized.
Do an arcana check.
That'll be a 12 plus 7, 19.
Nice.
It is definitely not a normal bear.
Really?
It also... You're not quite sure if it's like an enchanted bear or if it's like the way it looks not really alive.
Did I notice?
Definitely
Did I notice
not.
any? Did I notice any like arcanic runes or anything on it? Like maybe like an inscription that was like maybe giving it life?
Nothing like that, no.
I've got my bow pointed squarely at the little girl's chest.
Which one?
Which little girl? Yeah. Which one?
The real little girl.
Oh man. How do we
That is
tell
quite-
which one is which?
When I see the good little girl coming to out the thingy, I do that Homer Simpson gif where I'm backing up into the bush.
Perfect.
Mr.
That's
Teddy,
exactly how I would have envisioned it too.
Mr. Teddy is completely confused now. He looks at you, slowly backing away, and at the little girl running at him. And as she's the one he sees and you're not there anymore, he's like, and runs up to the girl again, and she comes along and runs towards you. Mr. Teddy, you did find him.
I told you we would, small child. Sylvia is completely confident again.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on the child.
Okay, it is a wisdom save again, right?
Yes, DC 15.
Okay. Yeah, nope. You don't get any thoughts.
Okay. Darn it.
Her thoughts are, Mr. Teddy!
You will never
Probably.
know now. You will never know now.
I'm pretty confident.
If I needed one to work, that would have been it.
Sylvia is quite sure.
It's about standard for us.
Mistress, do I owe you another money now?
Yes. Lots of money.
Indeed you do, small child.
How much?
Still got my bow, my arrow pointed directly at the small child.
Tiny girl, what is the secret of this bear?
She's not really fazed by it.
Reveal to us your secrets, little girl.
In my mind, I'm just thinking in the Dr. Evil voice, $1 million.
I'm walking up right next to this girl and asking her again.
What is the secret of the bear, little girl?
He's my Teddy. And I think we're going to leave this town now.
And as she says that, she just starts climbing up the back of the bear.
Okay.
As that's happening, I walk out the bush back to my normal self. I go, we didn't specifically ask her about what kind of bear it was. I said,
Yes.
I wanted to ask her questions. You just shoved her out the door.
That's fair. So payment. Yes, payment. How much is fair, do you guys think? I did get stepped on.
$1 million.
I'm gonna be very sore tomorrow. I nearly died. So yeah, 1 million seems
I
fair.
think at least another sack of gold.
Yeah.
Says, looking suspiciously at the little girl on top of the giant bear.
Could I cast Detect Thoughts, please?
You can try.
Yeah. Wisdom.
It is a 14.
Mine's spell save DC is 15. So yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
3, I shoot him.
So what you can hear is
These idiots will never know how much they did to me right now. They can keep their little goat. Let's get away from here.
Uh-oh.
Shoot her!
1 to 3. Fine. I'm gonna take a shot with my bow.
You didn't hear that, did you? Wasn't that Detect Thoughts?
Oh, But didn't he just shout, "Shoot her"?
Oh, did he? Okay, I missed that.
No, I think that was in character.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shoot her.
Upon hearing that, I'm
girl
also gonna
with my longbow, my short bow.
And upon
Okay.
hearing that, I will cast Firebolt.
Yeah, do we need to roll initiative, Kate?
Yeah.
Or surprise round?
It's okay. I just checked with the time. We're quite over the time already. But
Oh no.
Yeah. Roll initiative
Let's kill it.
for now. Oh no, let's
Yes.
let's make it a surprise round. I've got something.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, not bad.
14 plus 7, 21.
16.
So, a 16.
21.
That does hit.
Oh no, that was my initiative.
Oh, yeah. We could do a surprise round though, if you
Sure.
Oh, okay.
want
Can
to.
I don't
take that
imagine she was expecting
Yeah.
the
Can I
little
take that
bookish guy in the
14
back
as
to
a hit
scream,
roll
shoot
then?
her.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You take your shot then.
Okay. So I'm going to take. Can I take that 14 that I just rolled as a hit, as a to hit?
14 is her AC. So yes.
Okay. Well, that's +1 to hit on the short bow anyway. So that's 21 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. Okay. 1d6 plus 4. That is 9 penetrating damage. Oh yes.
Okay.
Shot the little girl.
Pulling her red.
He's sitting up on the bear, and you just had your bow ready, and as your colleague screams, "Shoot her!" you don't even blink. You just unleash the arrow.
I don't
and
need to
shoot
be
her
told twice. I have a
right
suspicious
to-
nature and an itchy trigger finger.
Yeah. Anyone
At
else?
At the same time, when I hear "shoot her," I snap my fingers and a ball of fire appears above my hand, and I send it at the bear.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, finish your thing and then I'll do a thing.
That's an 11 plus 7, so 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's at the bear rather than the girl.
Oh, you want the bear or the girl?
My attack was definitely at the girl.
Yeah.
It's
That's
10 for me.
fine. The fire?
It's 2d10, and it's a 5 and a 6.
Alright, so 11 damage. Also on the girl or on the bear?
On the bear.
Okay.
Okay. When Sylvia's friends all start shooting at girls and bears, she's going to whip her hands up above her head and do this really complex hand gesture thing. And then she's going to say, "Flame of despair, consume that which opposes you," and cast Eldritch Blast on the girl. And I get 2 shots at her. It is a ranged spell attack. And I rolled 2 21s.
Oh.
So does that hit?
Yeah.
I rolled my dice at the same time and they both came up 14.
Nice.
Yeah, it's never happened
Gotta
before.
love that plus 7.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. $15 damage total on the girl.
The girl.
We're going to be
Alright.
pulling the gold off a corpse.
Hopefully she brought it.
Alright. Anything else in the surprise round?
I'm going to come at it. But
which weapon though? You know.
I'm not coming at this as a weapon because I think it's a bit. It's a girl and a teddy bear they were fighting, and it seems a bit pointless. So rather than attack it, I want to test my strength, and I'm going to run to this bear and bear hug this bear. I just want to see if I'm stronger than this dire bear, so I'm going to bear hug it.
Get in, porcupine.
Get Going for him. Do you want me to just roll like a strength check?
Yeah.
I don't know,
What
yeah.
exactly what is your plan with it?
Literally to prove I'm stronger than a bear.
Grapple.
You want to grapple it?
I'll grapple it, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I could punch a child, but I don't think I'll sink that low.
Yeah, do strength.
That's no child.
Oh, it's not very strong. Only an 8.
Oh dear.
Yeah. No. So you're not the biggest of them all, and you run up to the bear and you kind of hug his leg. he's not very impressed.
What are you trying to do?
And
Hump it?
He just like shakes his leg to get you off, and you just like land on your bottom.
You can certainly see that I have wounded pride right now.
Next time use an axe.
Oh, I thought I could have him.
I'm going to. So neither of them have turned round yet, I'm assuming.
Oh no.
Right. In that case, I am going to go into my mind palace and cast.
Sherlock.
And I'm going to cast minor illusion 30 feet in front of the bear, and I'm going to create an illusion of the little girl beckoning the bear happily towards it.
Oh, you're trying to save them.
Bear is definitely confused.
Especially after getting hit with fire and the little girl
And
on her
hugged
back getting
aggressively.
bombarded and aggressive
Little
hugged.
girl's on top of it and over there. And
This image
Yeah.
is really friendly, really welcoming.
And he starts turning in that direction. Yes.
Good job.
And comes towards you. Oh, was that everyone's surprise round?
My surprise was shouting, "Shoot her!"
Alright.
That was a surprise.
One
Not to me.
As you all start to attack, the girl on the bear starts mumbling some words herself, and you can start to see the ground beneath her and the bear starting to glow in strange writing that none of you can understand, and it like just makes a beacon of light up into the sky. Rhyme, you're quite blind right now.
Yeah, great.
And as the light fades again, they're both gone.
May I actually react with a counter spell? When I see her begin to cast,
You can try.
I will try.
Please work.
I know. All right. It's a reaction when I see a creature within 60 feet of me casting a spell. And if it's 3rd level or lower, it fails and has no effect. If it's 4th level or higher, I need to make an ability check. So let me do that real quick.
Yep.
And the DC for it is 10 plus the spell.
All right. So let's roll.
Let's see what I get.
Good luck.
Oh no, guys. I did not make it. I have failed you. I'm sorry.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 10, which, if you'll recall, is the base number plus the spell level.
Okay.
So
Big
I
oof.
do this really big flashy thing and yell, negation, and then it fizzles and nothing.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
beam of light shoots into the sky, and then she's gone, and I'm just still standing there holding this really cool pose.
I'm
You're
sort
all
of looking
standing
around.
there.
What happened? I can't see. What?
Frick.
Where bear? What?
Sylvia's just going to kind of crouch down and put her head on her knee.
Yeah. So this is the point where, if this was a campaign, I would say we would go on with this next week, but it isn't. Because we're quite over time.
Oh, are we? What time is it?
like I
10 to 10.
had a time
20
limit and I
minutes.
didn't make it, and it's like I know how long this fight will take, and I'm not sure if we want to do this right now.
I'm game if everybody else is.
We can, I guess.
I'm up for whatever.
Depends on you guys.
Yeah, we've probably got roughly half an hour.
We're going to fight it.
If everyone else is up for it, yep.
Come back from the shadow.
If you're okay with continuing, then we can.
Fight!
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's kill this thing.
So, as you're wondering where the hell she has gone, you can roll initiative for me, please.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I believe.
Oh, it's a 20. Plus 7, 27.
Fucking hell.
Whoa.
That's a 18 for myself.
That's a 10 for Dwarf Grummin.
3.
Oh, powerful.
Is that with your modifier? Oh dear, that is with your modifier.
It's even with a charming smile.
Oh dear. So the person who goes first is blind. Completely,
Yes.
utterly blind, swinging around, totally dazzled by it. What? No idea what's going on. What happened? What? Somebody tell me what's going on.
Yeah. So you would be up next, and she just like teleported away
It's gone.
to land behind you, just like 30 feet or something away, to get behind you all as you were standing right around her, and Mr. Teddy. And so, as it's the beginning of your turn, she just pops up again behind you.
Oh man.
And you can see them there.
I can probably hear well enough to be able to turn around in the general direction, but I probably can't do anything else.
Loose an arrow. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay, I'll loose an arrow in the general direction of where I think the bear has reappeared.
Okay, roll the attack with disadvantage.
That's 6 plus 7, so that's 13. Or 13 plus 7, so 20. So 13.
Yeah, for both, no matter who you would have tried to shoot, it goes in a general direction of it all, but
shoot anybody by mistake.
it ends somewhere in the woods.
Okay, I'm done.
Next up is the little girl who
I bet she's gonna melt someone right now.
feels a little bit squishy right now, and you can see her like mumbling words again and using magic on herself, as far as you can tell, and she lights up for like a moment, and that was her turn. And then it is Sylvia.
All right. I can see her, right? I have line of sight.
Yeah.
She's within 120 feet of me. Great. Sylvia sees a chance to redeem herself and hops up and says, "Eternal flame of the all-seeing eye, consuming all it sees, grant me your power to smite this, your enemy." And she casts Eldritch Blast again at the little girl. So that's going to be two rolls again, because 2 beams.
Yeah.
And she got a 13 and a 23 for hitting.
The 23 hits.
All right, fantastic. And she does 12 damage.
Nice. All right. She's not really amused with what you're doing.
Well, that makes one of us.
She's like sitting up there and not like screaming or anything, but she looks down at you like a bit resignated, like, really? You're doing this? Thank you.
I'm
And
just going to meet that gaze with a smirk.
yeah. If that was your turn, next up would be Isaac.
Yes, and I'm going to maintain. I can keep it up for a minute with concentration.
All right.
How far away is everybody from this bear and the little girl?
Around 30 to 60 feet, depending on where you were standing before.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to pull out some bat guano and some salt and a pinch of sulfur, clap my hands together, and I'm going to cast Fireball with the dead center of it landing directly on the bear. And I'm going to nuke this bitch.
Subtle. I like it.
Get her.
Nuke right away. Do I have to make a save or do you roll
Yes,
a check?
it is a dex save. And she takes half damage if and they both need to make a dex save and beat 15. Or match 15 or beat it.
So the bear fails. Mr. Teddy fails terribly. And the girl rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Oop.
Okay, so she will take half damage. I need to roll 8d6. Give me one moment.
All right.
That's a smell.
Holy cow. That gum, son.
Jeepers.
You finna nuke.
Jeepers. Jeepers.
Jeepers.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Hold on. There's 6, 12, 17, 19, 21, 24, 25, 26 damage. Mr. Teddy takes full 26, and little girl takes 13.
Ooh.
Very nice.
All right. She looks pretty rough. Like the bear can't take it. It's like he's on fire. It smells terribly of burning hair. And but he's like, it's kind of okay. It's just a flesh wound. The girl looked burnt. She doesn't take that well. If that was your turn.
And I will just I guess I'll without seeing where I'm at currently. I'll just take maybe another 10 feet step back.
Yeah. All right. Then our dwarven friend, whose name I still can't pronounce.
Wargrum.
Is up.
Oh, am I within 30 foot of either bear or little girl?
It was me. Thanks, sorry.
30. Yeah.
Yeah, or I can move and have 35 speed. I'd like to move within 30 foot.
You would be at about like 40 foot away or so.
Is that with my full movement?
So you would have to get a bit closer to be.
Yeah, I will move into 30 foot range. I got wounded pride from hugging the bear, so I'm going to take my anger out on this little girl. I'm going to pull out a javelin and I'm going to throw it at the Night King. I want to impale this woman on it, or this little girl rather, and send her into a low Earth orbit. Just pick her up on the end of the javelin, take her off. That's the plan. I'm going to launch it.
Oh no!
It's a 7 with my mods.
Nope.
Or a natural 1.
That looks like a natural 1.
Oh, you don't add mods, do you?
Yeah,
no,
it's a natural
1. Yeah, it's a natural 1.
That's gone straight through your foot, mate.
We'll find out now.
Yep.
You almost hit yourself. Like you just managed to not hurt yourself, but it looks everything but elegant, and you're quite ashamed of yourself.
I am.
And you would like to just go hide somewhere in that wood.
Big mood.
Rhyme, who's seen the dwarf so far get kicked into touch by trying to hug the creature and then completely failed to throw an arrow, is just standing in the shadows going.
I haven't been drinking tonight. If I had, it would be a different story, but sober me.
Okay. Was that your turn?
Yeah, I'm ashamed. I don't want to do anything else.
All right. You're ashamed. Then it is Laura's turn now.
Honourable death, my ass.
I look at the girl And I say to her, "Your birth certificate is an apology letter from the prophylactic factory." And the cast wishes mockery.
That is great.
I
love it.
Okay, so I need to make a whiz save, I think.
Wisdom
How long have
saving.
you been practicing that?
It
11 and a half
saving
hours.
it.
You know he's had that planned for like a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a 19 though.
Oh no. Wasn't vicious
Yeah.
enough.
So she is there, and you wonder if she maybe is simply too young to really understand what you just threw at her head. It's like big words.
You're too erudite.
Very true.
Like big words, man.
And as a bonus action, I'll turn to.
I feel like a 6-year-old casting spells would understand that though.
They can be dense about things, you know?
You are not sure if that is the case. You just wonder why it didn't work.
Yeah, and as a bonus action, I turn to.
That was the best
Pat him on the
pronunciation
back
yet.
And I say, "You've got this, Twinkle Toes." And then cast Bardic Inspiration on him.
No.
Okay. Next, Mr. Teddy is absolutely not amused by everything that is happening right now. And he sees this strange dwarf lying in front of him, or like standing there, really ashamed of himself. And he just it goes up to you and he tries to bite you.
Talk about kicking a man while he's down.
Well, no, he's biting you.
True, yeah. Bring it on.
Maybe he'll kick you
He
next turn.
tries you with a 28.
Yeah, that hits, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Just hits. Just hits.
Yeah.
Just hits, right.
Yes.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hang on a minute, how many hits have you got?
I'm the daddy, you see.
You're good, KO.
What? How many?
You do take 11 points of piercing damage, and you are right now grappled within the bear's
That's
teeth.
fine.
Oh no.
I'm gonna break out of this.
Spit him out, young man.
You can try
Teddy
breaking out
shakes
at your turn.
voraciously.
Yeah, lovely, no worries.
Dwarf's just like, I
Right.
deserve this.
With that dwarf in his mouth, he then takes a few other steps. Who threw that fireball? It was Isaac, right? How far are you
correct.
away from him?
Since I
For the
moved
fireball,
about
you moved away.
yes, I moved about 10 more feet back, so that should put me in about the 50 to 60 foot range.
Yeah, so he doesn't actually get up to you, but he definitely moves in your direction, as you were the one who burned his beautiful fur. That is the end of his turn, and then I wrote down shiny.
Shiny.
You have to have a go at
It is your turn.
You have to
Silver
have a go at
lining.
pronouncing it. You have to,
I don't hear anything.
you have to
Yeah,
have a go
the
at
sound
pronouncing
stopped.
it.
Sound.
Okay, say that again, Jack.
You have to have a go at pronouncing it.
Give it a shot.
I think we might have lost audio. Well,
Oh dear.
Okay.
There you are.
okay.
Yeah,
we've
here
got
I
it.
am.
Okay.
It is your turn now.
Can I get in a position?
And what's his?
Is it the strange thing with the point in the middle that you wrote in the chat? You never told me your name. You didn't write it in your character sheet.
He's.
I was
It wouldn't have helped.
I was
I'm gonna move.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna move, if possible, into a position where I can put myself, in effect, in a line of my two opponents. So I want to be able to shoot out an 100-foot long spell, and I want to be able to get both of both the girl and the bear, if that's possible.
Not the dwarf.
I'll probably get you as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You will also probably hit your dwarven
That's
friend.
fine.
The show of manliness, I would take it, and I'll be alright.
Possibly
Just to
me.
prove my toughness against you.
Yeah, and possibly you, Isaac, as the bear was on the way to you, but I think you could position yourself so it does not hit you.
Yeah, if I can just get the dwarf, that would be my preference.
I'm
if
ready to
possible.
take it. I can take it.
Yeah.
He's going to have to learn somehow.
And from out of the slim gaps between all of my scales, you suddenly just see this blue energy overtake my body, and it all focuses for a moment in one very bright explosion that looks like it's about to come out of my body, and then it's channeled from my hands directly at the girl and the bear, and out of my hands comes an enormous 100-foot long lightning bolt.
Hell's teeth, I told you before, warn me when you're going to do that. Blind again.
So each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
That includes you, Sunshine.
Am I on that line?
Rogermin, yeah.
I'm on it.
No.
No?
You are not, because you're in the bear's mouth, so it will depend on how good our bear does.
Okay, cool. No worries. Perfect.
He has a 17.
Yeah, that's going to
And
save. Yeah.
Our little girl has a 13.
So,
KO, would you like me to roll as well?
Yes, and with advantage for you. You're not standing that close, and
that'd be a 16.
You are toast.
Yeah, 16 saves.
If the bear's made it, it's probably might have taken me with it.
It's got to be DM's discretion as to whether or not.
Has the bear saved me from his deck
yeah,
save? Or...
the bear is safe, and so are you, because the lightning bolt got a bit more upwards, and so it hits the girl who wasn't able to duck down fast enough, but not the bear.
Lovely. Oh, how many are you on? I think he's cheating.
Terrible rolling.
I think he's literally rolled 100 dice.
So that was dreadful dice. So those who save take 8 some kind of damage. 8 lightning lightning damage, and those who don't take 16.
Ooh. How many dice did you just roll?
And
down?
everything's 8d6.
I like it.
And everything between me and there is on fire.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Would you like to give it some flavor how you roast the little girl to death?
Ooh.
She...
Oh.
Is she in front of the bear? From where I am.
Say it again, please.
Is she in front of the bear from where I am?
She is on top of the bear.
Okay, so yes, so the lightning energy kind of blasts a few people in the way, but it doesn't reach the bear for a period of time as it's all concentrated into this girl, and her body, the lightning energy is trying to push past, but it's all building up on her body and building up until her body can take no more, and the lightning just strikes straight through the middle of her very body, creating a gap in the center before the remainder of it comes through her and strikes the bear.
This is a child, Jack.
I'm uncomfortable.
Jack,
Could've gone a
did
little
you ever
easier
think
on that.
you'd have to describe how you fry a little girl alive in?
I feel like this was premeditated. I'm a little worried.
What have I become?
As she basically explodes, tainting Mr. Teddy in a strange pinkish color that looks weirdly cute in a very disturbing way. You can also see how the bear is getting smaller and smaller, and Dwargomin falls out of his mouth as the teeth draw back. And with her death in front of you, covered in blood, you can see a pinkish teddy bear.
I run up to it and start stamping on it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna hang out back here.
I'm gonna set that bitch on fire. I'm gonna cast another firebolt at it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll also like Eldritch Blast more from a ways away, like edge of the range. I'm 120 feet, shooting at that little pink speck in the horizon.
I'll back them up with a scorching ray.
All right.
I'm gonna walk to the tree
line. Incinerate it.
You just combine your
It's not been a parade of colours for you tonight, has it?
And roast the thing to death because it's not really alive, and you now burned a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Good job.
You can still see a bit of ashes smoking. It smells really bad. Of burnt.
Use
burnt
prestidigitation to like send a gust of wind to dissipate the remaining ashes out into the water.
Bloody teddy
And I just bury my face and my nose into the scruff of Lemieux's neck to avoid the smell.
So we're not getting any more money then?
That depends. Did you find out where she lived?
I know where she lives.
Well, maybe we
mean,
should make sure that everything's hunky dory there.
Immediately turn around and
definitely.
start stomping back towards the town. I've had enough of this.
We definitely have the bag of 500 gold pieces as well back in the.
I think we should call that quits.
That's true.
Do we?
That's fair. How long? How long are we out? Are there still cat whiskers on eyes?
The journey through the forest back would have taken you a while. I'd say it's been almost 2 hours.
Okay, fair. Next time.
What's funny is I totally did not notice them the entire time.
It's not like we were looking into mirrors.
I knew my senses were a little added though. I could feel things that I didn't feel before. It was weird.
That's funky. Must be this magic fairy forest causing weird react.
Definitely wouldn't be whiskers protruding from my face.
Of course not. No.
I go up to the
Anyway.
I go up to the city gate and I start banging on the city gate. Open up.
How come they let the little girl out?
You can hear some rumbling as someone slams open the door, and both guards are standing there. The elven lady you talked to before, with ruffled hair and not looking quite there. What? What the hell has happened?
Marvelous, excellent, brilliant.
What have you done?
Nothing that you need to worry about. Can we come back in, please?
We're done.
Okay.
Bear is returned to girl, and they're off on their. Everything is fine.
She's a bit out of it.
There we're looking for. And just walk away.
She's a bit out of it. She just sinks back against the wall of the gate she was guarding.
You've been drinking as well? Ugh. So I marched straight past them and into the town.
I'm gonna follow my drow friend.
I'm dusting.
Me too.
I will dismiss the light spell now that we're back in town.
I'm dusting child off me.
Are both guards kind of like asleep now?
You're not.
Can I make like an Arcana check to see if I think perhaps they were ensorcelled by the little?
Yeah, you can definitely roll for that.
Okay, great. I got a 7.
Yay!
These guards sure are sleepy for no reason.
Yeah.
Must be a boring ship.
They're quite
So-
sleepy.
Is the one guard still asleep?
The one guard who was a bit out of it to begin with is completely down, like he's hanging there, head into his neck, mouth open.
Okay, I'm gonna expend my final second level spell slot and use reduce.
On him.
Yes, on the snoring guard.
Right. He can't roll. you just win.
And then I take him and I set him on the sleepy guard's lap.
They look like a very disturbing picture of kind of a mother and a child. If it was like, if it was like one of these church paintings from before people knew how to paint with shadows and stuff.
That's the exact impression I was going for.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. That's nightmare fuel. I didn't need to sleep.
Yeah, 1 minute until he turns back and he'll be huge in her lap again.
Okay, so you make your way back
I'm going
to
back.
your office?
Yeah,
Or-
going back to our office. I've got a nasty feeling about this gold. So I'm going to go. I'm not bothering to wait for anyone.
Or do you? Would anyone want to do something on the way, or you just all return?
I did what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna stick with Mr. Wallcrawler.
All right.
Rhyme.
The fire in the fireplace at your office has burned down, but it's still quite warm after the rainy night out there. It is dark, but it's your office. You know how and where to light candles.
Okay.
And you find yourself
I light just
back
enough.
at your place.
I light in just enough candles so that the other people can see what's going on. But I'm going straight to the safe and
All right.
opening the safe.
I panicked and I thought you said the fire. You were going to say the fire burnt down the house.
No.
I was worried about that as well. It's like, man, we didn't put out the fire, and now our detective agency is gone.
You guys are so much.
I'd like to toss. I would like to.
He disappeared.
Door Grumman to Door. I would like to toss the one of my healing potion to Door Grumman since he took the bite of.
Oh yeah, he got chewed on.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go to bed with it. Not to do anything with it. I'm just ashamed of myself, and I've got to sleep it off. But thank you.
Okay, so you wanna check the safe?
I'm going to check the safe.
Yes,
yeah.
please.
You do find in the safe the gold as you left it there.
I was worried it would disappear with the little girl.
It is still there.
Phew.
Well, we
Looking
hunted a
golden
teddy
and
bear.
shiny.
Someone was sat on by a giant bear. We slayed a child, and we have 500 gold.
Well, I don't know about you lot, but I'm going to go and get drunk.
I'll join you.
That's
There
par for the
are
course.
Quite a few bottles of whiskey at your office, and you do now have the absolute, get drunk, guys.
Marvelous.
Yay!
Yay! We made.
You made it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope
That was amazing.
That was a lot of fun. I was super excited.
Yeah,
you very
that
much.
was great, Kate.
Well worth being ready for 11 hours.
Yeah, I actually had stuff. I had even more stuff planned, and then you took like 45 minutes to get out of the city.
Well, you should have been
talk to that guard.
You should have been prepared
It's
for
very
that. You see,
important.
because previously it took us a whole session to get into a city.
I think it's even worse than that. Didn't you guys
should have thought
4
about
hours to cross a bridge?
It's not our strong suit.
Yeah. Combat, yay, no problem. Just everyday
Going
tasks?
places, though.
No, not a chance.
I don't think combat was very good.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much, Chaotic Awesome, for writing that and for doing this for us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all for joining in.
Thank you guys for letting us join.
Not at all.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
It was so much fun.
That was awesome.
Round of applause!
Thank you.
Yay!
So thank you, Happerblatt. Thank you, Anthony, Anna, and Chaotic Awesome, and to everyone else on the Discord server tonight as well. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you, players, also who came.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining in.
Should we go and raid someone before we leave?
I still have no idea what you're referring to. I've got.
Yeah. Should we do a quick raid?
Whatever a raid is, do a raid.
Okay, I'm up for a raid.
Yeah.
I'm always up for a raid.
All right, let's go and raid somebody to say goodbye. Right.
To say goodbye.
Okay.
Oh man.
Got to figure out how this works now.
Yeah,
What's gonna happen?
Right, I can probably keep you on
I
chat.
don't think
but
the
I'm gonna
Vikings raided us to say goodbye. It was strange.
Right, let's have a go at this then. We don't know what we're doing. Really?
Do you need somebody to guide you somewhere? Can you see what you're
No,
doing?
it's going to be absolutely fine. Right, somewhere in here, we've got some kind of panel that says raid. Right, so anyone who's on Twitch at the moment, go and have a look and find us a channel to raid in the DnD section. And send us the name.
You can actually do this. This is.
Yeah. Which one says raid? Choose that one.
Where are you? Yes, that
Is this
one.
the right bit? Yeah.
All ages of geek TV has 32 viewers right now.
All right, let's go and say hello to them. So all ages of geek. Can we see it there?
Capital
Steve?
LL.
Click on that.
Capital A. Here, I'll just put it in the.
It's all right. We've got it.
Chat.
We've got it.
And that's the purple
Right.
one there. That's raid.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. To my understanding, we are going to. I'm going to click a button that's going to say raid in a moment or two, and then our whole chat is going to get sent over there. Oh, hang on, what's going on here?
There's a delay.
We cut that across.
Yeah.
There we go. Then my whole chat is going to get sent over to their stream, and then we have to say something. What did you say? I haven't thought this far ahead. We have to say something.
You want to start.
I never thought we'd get this far.
No, exactly. We have to say something that basically introduces DieRolling, and it's just a bit of fun. It's not meant to be malicious or anything, and I don't think anyone takes raids maliciously, but it's just a bit of cross-pollination of streams. So what do we say? Let's have chat suggestions.
DieRolling raid?
I think the Madragoonies with the exclamation point Yindi suggested was awesome.
The only thing to be aware of is if you all just spam one thing. I know I've seen people like booted, so you can get booted out of their stream.
Okay.
So maybe we want to do something that just explains something that doesn't look like spam. That's basically what we're trying to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been raided by DieRolling.
Can anyone? Yeah. Can anyone read the chat because it's too far away for me?
I'll get over.
Any good suggestions of what we should do in the raid?
Hello from the DnD stream of DieRolling UK. Jeepers. Reveal to me your secrets. That's a good one. I like that. Dragoonies never die.
I think we. I'm just going to let it. Let's just. The first time we've ever done this. Let's just let everyone have free range. We're just going to send you all over there we'll have 1 minute of
join in.
1 minute of being on this other stream.
Will we actually like the video feed? Will that appear on the?
No.
Oh, right.
But ours, I don't know what's going to happen, Stu. But we're going to go for it. So I'm going to send everyone over there. I'm going to hit raid, and then something's going to come up on the screen that you've got to click to accept. And then everyone's going to go over to their chat, and then people come back to our stream in about a minute if you're sent away permanently. So everyone may disappear, but the chat should go over to their stream, and we're going to try a raid. Everyone ready?
3, 2.
Hang on, I've got to click this button.
Go.
So I've hit raid,
Go,
and now
raid.
it should do something. Is anything happening? Can anyone see anything happening?
We've got a small delay.
No.
Right, let's quickly. Anything happened thus far?
It says unable to raid. You cannot raid this channel.
Oh, they're a private channel. Okay, give us another channel.
Dare you?
We need another channel.
No.
The
I run the roads
they're
here.
no longer on our channel,
There's awakened underscore artifact.
There, Stu.
Yeah.
Awakened underscore.
A good meal.
We got it?
Yeah.
That one?
Click on that. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try it again. I'm going to hit raid. Okay, I've hit raid. Is anything happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm
Oh, yeah,
seeing
here we go.
DieRolling is raiding awakened underscore artifact with
Do it.
15
Tap to
rated.
leave. No, so I just want to leave that, and hopefully when you choose to raid, you'll go in there.
Right, do I have to press anything? Raid now?
Yeah.
Raid now.
Okay, ready? I'm going to hit raid now. Here we go.
PG-13.
Is it doing it?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Raided awakened artifact.
See, I'm in awakened artifacts. DieRolling
Okay.
is raided with a party
Start
of
going,
16.
guys.
Say something.
Start raiding.
Flaps in there.
Start chatting and stuff. Who knows what we're doing? Spam them.
Not me. That's for darn sure.
Greetings from DieRolling, everybody. I've got no idea what's happening.
I don't know what's going on
just-
either.
Hello.
I can't even see the screen.
It's just like a wave picture.
Oh, how do we How do
Yeah.
I Malcolm facepalm? What buttons do I have to press
Yeah.
to get a load of face palms?
Oh,
Is that-
Just take a photo and just add it.
Is anyone in the stream? I've no
How do I do
idea.
that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there are people saying, hello, we're from DieRolling, etc. But, like, there's nothing
there's a
on the
face
screen
palm.
currently.
No, it's like Waveless Deep D&D, and it's a picture of waves.
Yes.
Well, I think that was a particularly die-rolling raid.
in that nobody had the faintest idea
Now
what
I
was going on.
now I'm
is
gonna go hang
Condiment-
my head in between my legs for shame.
That might be a
Did we just
person.
raid an empty
Is Condiment
channel?
one of our people?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, because it's 24 viewers now.
Is
So
there? Okay.
Yeah, we must
And
keep
then they
chatting
said
up.
bye
Keep shouting
bye,
at them.
so I don't know what's going on.
Just keep shouting DieRolling.
I don't like them. They're
Hilarious.
strange.
What we need is a GIF
Right. I'd-
of us going DieRolling, DieRolling, DieRolling. And that-
who knows if we're still raiding?
And that's
If-
how you get booted.
How do I stop raiding, Stu? How do I stop raiding? This has been excellent.
I don't think you.
This is going
Currently
great.
hosting Awakened Artifact. Click on that one there. That's unhost.
Unhost.
Remember this didn't work last time, did it?
There we go.
Unable to unhost. Try
Fantastic.
again.
Well, there we go. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. That went about as well as I'd anticipated.
So I guess it's only Discord
Yeah.
that can hear us now.
Who knows
I
if
don't
we're
know.
live or
Unless
not?
we tune back in.
Oh.
And then we
Yeah.
can tune back into old Twitch.
For anyone
Oh,
that's
wait,
still on
wait. Awakened Artifact just said, thank you guys so much. Heart, heart, welcome.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
But
There we go.
nothing is happening.
Not at all. Well,
Hey,
that's
so
good.
it wasn't that
some-
Well, Awakened
unsuccessful.
Artifact. If you click on to DieRolling and watch this later on, then hello or something.
chaos as usual.
My
Thank
brain
you.
hurts.
Thank you to everyone that joined us today. Thank you very much, our Discordians. I am going to let you guys just talk over the final outro, possibly, if that works. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll be back on the normal campaign again next week. We enjoyed the one-off special. And until next time, we have been...
Hang on.
What about one last plug? Ant's got his new campaign started on Discord. Are you still looking for maybe a couple more players?
Oh yeah, Anthony's
Yes,
campaign.
yes.
Yeah,
Rise
so-
of the True King is looking for at least 2 more players if you are interested in joining.
Yeah, if anyone's in the
Hit
chat.
me up on Discord.
Discord, get in.
If I get the chance, I'm going to pop in onto that because Rich has told me about that. I had no idea that all of that stuff was going on.
It's another world in there, Stu.
Rich has told me about that this evening, so I'm looking forward to popping in and seeing what all that's about because I had no idea.
Maybe you can get involved.
Maybe
come play.
Yeah, it's still the very beginning of the campaign too. So I mean, if you wanted to pop in and even play a session or two for a few hours, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty laid back.
I will pop along. And,
Looks like a lot.
and I will see if I can use my innate ability to destroy technology whenever I touch it to see if I can join in. So.
Fabulous.
Whatever-
Also, are we the only ones that are audible, or can everybody on stream still?
I think if they was to go back to your channel, then they could hear you.
Yes,
But they might
yeah.
still be in Awakened D&D's channel.
They're talking. Yeah, they're talking with the raid
Yeah.
with the
We
raided
will-
channel.
We don't know what's going on now.
Well, for you guys on Discord, if you want to join us in this final outro, we have been
DieRolling. Yay! Woo! Yay! It's just fun.
Awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, Jack. Really, thank you for
you.
letting us be so involved,
Yes, yes.
and you other guys for rolling with it. This was really coming.
KO, fantastic one shot.
Fantastic one shot, man. And you guys are fun to play with. You are all welcome at my table whenever.
Excellent. That's good to know.
Very fun.
Hello, boys.
Also,
Pink
good that you got
lemonade?
the video working again, so we didn't have to sing it.
Yeah.
Its internet goes